made the noise.
17 medicine, 12 medicine.
Yeah, but he yelled at you for the 12 already. Then there was another roll, and I don't see anything in the chat.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll.
Yeah, don't mind me trying to start the stream. We're live, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead and continue your conversation.
Mind that.
Yeah, so we're looking at roll 20, and it's missing. I don't know. It's making noise.
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead, Finn. Just go ahead and do the intro. I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome to another Reality Skewed Gamers live stream. I am Finity. That over there is the Dungeon Master Ranger who's already upset with me, so this is not going to start off the campaign very well. But we're going to go around and introduce everyone in the panel. We'll start with the top left, who is Johnny. So Johnny, you can introduce your character.
I'm playing as Reed Teely for Halfling Assassin Rogue.
Okay, that's good. And then Bad Rongo.
Olgar Lestinix, Green Dragonborn Bard.
Okay, then we got Christy.
I play Critty. I am a half-elf bard.
And then we have Gara.
I am an Asamar warlock, and my name is Ashira.
And then I am playing Balin Nightbleeder, a human sorcerer. And then we have Jasa.
Alan Darren here. I play a ranger, half elf.
Okay, and then we have Grim,
who is attempting to play an orc cleric, but roll 20 keeps on crashing.
Get better internet.
And then we have in the darkness Corinth.
I'm Hadalin, your dwarven eldritch knight.
And
he even sounds brooding.
And
it's the whole
apparently
theme.
He's living in the Shadowfell right now, so that's good. Yeah.
And of course, in the top left is your dungeon master, Ranger J 1999.
I'm gonna F you all up tonight. All right, so welcome to the D&D stream where we hang out and play Dungeons and Dragons for a few hours. As Finn introduced, I am the Dungeon Master, and we're just here to have some fun playing D&D. We are doing the Wildemount Campaign setting, 5th edition, so grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab someone you love, as long as you get their consent. Always got to get the consent. And we're ready to rock and roll. So, introductions are done. Any other news or notes or anything like that, Finn, we need to discuss before we kick off this this episode?
Sorry for my background, I'm moving.
Wait a minute.
Yay!
Oh, I'd say you haven't moved yet. You're just getting your stuff.
No,
packed up.
like everything is empty. I've taken like everything is sitting in the garage. Rent the minivan tomorrow, so I load that up, and then on Monday I move. So Tuesday is when I'm in my new place. I mean, I'm technically get my place tomorrow, or I mean on Monday, but Tuesday is the day that I'm going to be there and setting everything up. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I did buy my new gaming desk though, so the gaming desk is going to be like one of the first things I set. The gaming desk and the couch. Those are like the two things.
Well, but you don't.
Those are the most important things.
Well, it's good because you didn't say bed, so you can sleep on the couch and not worry about.
Well, no. So the bed is getting delivered on Tuesday, but I am Finn. I get blamed for things, so chances are I'm sleeping on the couch. Karma will probably make me sleep on the couch.
Get good if she should. All right. Anything else? I don't think so. Well, I'm probably not doing D&D tomorrow. Star Wars. Finn's not here, and we'll get back to that next week. So we'll have another D&D episode. We usually do 2 on the weekends. But other than that, I think we're good. Any other shows, stuff? No. All right, let's do the intro and rock and roll. And we're back. Yay! All right, recap. Where we were last time. Finn had messed up. His character died, and we've had to create a new character. And then begin. No, that's not what happened. Our heroes were making their way back to Sadash after their successful campaign in the north in Hupperduke, where they had combated evil and saved the town, and met their new compatriot that's now traveling with them, Critty, who is now joining them on their epic adventure. And so they're making their way back to Sadash to report back to the Raven Queen Temple. And things have happened since then. It seems Balin is starting to develop a case of eczema, apparently. And yeah, and that's where we kind of left it. So you guys are kind of trying to make decisions on what you were going to do. And I think the only two people that know about it right now is Ashira and Grim. Did your character Grom? Your character knew about it, right?
Yeah, I told both.
Okay, that's right. Okay. It's been a while. It's been a while. We've been away for a while. So the holidays and everything like that. So we haven't played in a little bit. So you guys go ahead and start. You guys are having conversations, but you hadn't made a decision. Are you gonna tell the others, or what's the plan? And
no, we did.
Well,
we decided we
first
weren't
off,
going to tell them.
I'm going to reboot my computer. I will be right back.
Okay, so apparently Drom is taking another swig of the Dwarven spirits and passed out.
Because I can't do anything. It keeps on saying Roll20 cannot. Window has injected modules false in black screen. So I'll be right back.
But no, we decided that we weren't going to tell anyone, and we were getting ready just to basically hightail it back to the Raven Queen Temple.
Okay.
To Drom's mom.
So you haven't told the party that.
No, just that we need to go back quickly.
All right. So what does the party decide? Let's just kind of recast our thoughts here. So Balin, Shira, Drom tell you this. What is the rest of the party's reaction?
But can someone actually tell us?
Yeah, so I think recapping, Drom had said it's just really important that we need to go back to the Raven. I can't do Irish or Scottish or any other accent, so let's not.
You
even
could
pretend.
do something else.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. So that's gonna be my Drom. So Drom basically said, we have to go back to the temple and talk to the Raven Queen priestess.
That's
I have
right.
to talk to my mom. There you go. So that was
Shira.
Drom.
I am confirming that Drom said this.
So yeah.
Thank you.
That was my Drom. I will fill in for any of you whenever you need. Just let me know.
Oh God, I hope so.
Please fill in for me. Please.
What's your beaker sound like?
Oh,
Critty.
okay, hold on. I gotta fill in for Critty. Me.
Just then, a puppet appears, strangely looking like the Swedish chef. It's like, her the Persian, the Raven Queen. All right, enough of that. You guys did get a temporary reprieve because your new buddy who's got the name of the new buddy?
Bruce?
Bruce the Raven. Let's see if you guys had made sure you written that down. Had come in and helped out. All right, and I think you guys had sent him ahead to kind of let. Or
He's
scouting out for you guys.
Yeah.
He went there. He told the mom. He came back and said, "I'm not going back there," despite us telling him that we needed to send him a message. So yeah, he's just with us now.
No.
He is the greatest Raven ever. Greatest Raven.
All right. So remember, if you guys need Bruce for anything, you can call upon him. I think Sherry, you can, and Drom. Yeah. All right. So what's the plan, gang?
I'll be kind of doing the same thing as I was before. Kind of clutching my left hand in what looks like pain, and just saying, we need to go back to the High Priestess quickly. Allie, can you get us there any faster?
Feel quite sure that I can. Are the horse and carts nearby?
Yeah, you guys are all ready to load up and rock and roll like you always do. Now, here's the deal. If you guys push it for 4 more hours a day, That means you're going to be starting after a day or two suffer from exhaustion. Now, if you roll a good survival check, Allie, you'll make better distance. However, you guys are going to be hurting. So it's what you guys decide to do here.
We were, what, 4 days right away from Zadesh?
Probably if we look on the map. Let me see here. 5.
5-day ride?
Yeah, if you push it, you could probably do it in maybe 4, maybe 3.5. But you guys are going to be exhausted, like really exhausted.
Balin, I most certainly would be glad to provide the transportation, but everyone is looking a little weary. What are your thoughts on taking out of character? What time of day is this?
First thing in the morning, you guys are getting ready to make your epic push.
What are your thoughts on the most efficient way to get there while providing everyone with some sustenance? Have we had breakfast?
Yeah, you guys have eaten breakfast and everything.
I do know that your good berries do help us in getting through the day, so I think we can make haste if we are okay with just the good berries and trying to push a little more.
I believe that I have good berries left. I've been saving some back. So if you believe that to be the best thing to do, I'm very glad to share. Very glad to share. I am a little worried about the weaker ones, and I'm also a little worried about your arm. Are there any medicinals that you might need?
This is not something for medicine. It is more for the priestess.
Understood. And Allie is looking confused, but as always, willing to help.
All right.
Well, I mean, we're heading back anyway, so we might as well start.
All right. All right, you're going to be pushing it. So make a survival check for me, please, Allie.
I will assist.
No, you won't, because you guys are pushing it. She's got a really... Okay, pretty solid, actually. 15's pretty good. So you guys are able to track, and we've got the lovely Ashira token on there. You guys get late at night. Like, do you guys want to go that 4 hours extra every day?
Do we get the exhaustion on the night that we go that 4 extra?
No, it'll be it'll be 2 days from now. You'll start suffering exhaustion from this because you're not getting a full night's rest consistently.
What if we do every other day?
Yeah. Can we do every other day and avoid that?
Okay. So
What if we do 2 hours a day?
then it'll take you longer to get there.
We'll alternate then. Let's plan for that.
All right, so you guys, you push hard. We'll say you get right before the bridge. You'll cross the bridge starting tomorrow.
Okay.
That's a rough estimate of where you guys are at. So you guys immediately, probably, you're not going to have time to make a fire and all that other stuff. If dry rations, bed down for the night.
Well, Pretty, would you be able to let us sleep in that bubble that Togar was using inappropriately?
Togar's writing sphere?
I'll cast Tiny Hut.
It does do more than that.
All right, so she casts the...
It'll keep you safe.
It does keep you safe. You guys...
Except from Togar.
Yeah, so you
who's
guys...
going to be inside.
So I'll cast that around everybody, and I'll plant myself down in the center.
Yeah, you just create a little dome and do all that. And so you guys next to the cart create a little dome where you guys could all sleep safely. Now, is anybody pulling watch?
I'll take first watch.
All right.
I guess I'll take the second watch.
Okay.
If it is okay, I will avoid taking watch just to be safer. I do want to
Probably
make
for
sure
the
I'm...
best.
And I'll take.
I'll take the third watch with Reed.
Yeah, I won't take watch with Togo.
All right.
So there's 3 people on that watch. Is Togar, Reed, and Adlin?
Yes.
No, I said I won't go on.
Oh, you won't. Okay.
Come on, join
Oh,
join us. Make us
Come on, join the party.
the Three Stooges. Come on.
No Kool-Aid jokes, I promise.
No one's worried about Ali taking watch by herself, so. And she's fine with that.
Because they trust you. All right. All right. First watch. Make your perception check.
Sorry, my mouse is being difficult. Sorry.
They can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing really happens on your watch. You do a pretty good job. You're watching the horse. You're doing a good job watching the horse and the buggy. Yeah, there you go. Maybe go outside the hut. You check on the horse. Everything seems okay. Okie dokie. Nothing happens. All right, he was pulling the next shift.
Am I what?
Who's pulling? I was asking who's pulling the next shift. Shira. Yeah, you get woken up by Allie. You kind of look around and don't really see anything of substance. You can go ahead and wake up your next shift. So third shift, go ahead and roll.
I can roll for it. 13.
Kind of nothing really significance happens. So, all right, who was pulling the last shift?
I think that's
Yes, I
Critty
will.
and Hadlin. Yeah, Critty,
Yeah.
Hadlin, and Drom
You
are
have to
left.
stay in the bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Who's pulling it?
Drom and Hadlin. So
All
whoever.
right, roll. Helen, you really just they're not paying attention. You decide that you just want to smoke your pipe. Drom, on the other hand, you're I don't know if it's just because you're on edge or not, but you don't really know. So, but you don't really see anything. But you don't really mind Hadlin smoking his pipe, kind of being groggy. It's been a long, long day. So there you go. All right. That's Finn. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay, before I do that really quick, just one quick thing out of character. Thank you to Kalessin, who has subbed for 15 months.
Yay!
Algie, who has subbed for 19 months.
Yay!
And Corinth, our lovely Hadlin, who has now subbed for 1 year. Thank you to all of you guys for resubbing with us and using your Twitch Primes on our channel. And of course, getting access to all of the emojis.
Okay.
Okay. So Constitution saving throw, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah. 11.
So, when you wake up the next morning, when you look at your hand, you notice that it's starting to turn black, and it's like the skin's starting to deteriorate and turn into like a bone hand, like your bones are starting to be actually prevalent on your hand when you look at it.
Okay.
And you notice that it's starting to turn completely black, and that the blackness of the spreading is up to like if you look at your hand right above the thumb, everything above your thumb up is turning this decrepit grayish black kind of color.
Okay. Well, okay. I can't. I have to break again really quick. Thank you. Thank you to Paul and Kate for the donation of 100 bits that has now started a hype train.
Hype train!
Twitch. So there is now a hype train active.
Yay!
Corinth coming in with 100 bits as well. Thank you, Corinth.
Show your biddies.
65% of the way through a level 1 hype train.
What?
While my left hand is slowly deteriorating.
That's the way it works.
The only thing that can make it feel better is more bits. I'm just
Not really.
just throw that out there. Okay. Worst ploy ever. An Ouchie donating 200.
There you go. It worked. It's not.
Thank you. Thank you, Ouchie.
Unfortunately, it's not helping. His hand gets worse. Okay.
Come on, clap, guys. Clap and save the sorcerer. Just clap. Clap and donate biddies.
another 200 bits. Thank you, Corinth.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stay in character as much as possible.
Sure
but the
you
bits
won't.
are gonna throw me off every time.
Yeah, that one's
Okay.
fine. What do? Do you say anything? Do you show anybody? Or you just keep it to yourself?
I will find a moment alone, either with Dromzel or Ashira in the morning. Whoever's
which
kind of
one?
a little more, whoever's more isolated at the
Well,
time.
here,
I
I'll
don't
roll
know.
and see who it is. It's Ashira.
Okay, so I will go over to Ashira and not fully take my hand out of the glove, but kind of just like open it so she can see what is happening, and just say, it is starting to get worse. Still not great, but I think I still have control.
Thank you for
That's it.
what was that?
What was that?
The last part. What did you say?
I still have control, but we can't waste time.
He said he thinks he still has control. Actually.
I said we
Maybe
can't waste
my
time.
ears. My
We can't
ears.
waste time.
Things. Okay. You are right. We cannot waste time. Should we call Bruce and ask him if he can do anything about it or what he thinks?
If there's any way to get me faster to the priestess, then we can ask Bruce. Otherwise, we have to go as quickly as possible.
All right. Well, maybe we could do both. I will call Bruce and we can keep traveling. And when he shows up, he shows up.
Okay.
All right. So
And
how are you gonna call Bruce?
In my mind.
What do you say?
I say, Bruce, where are you? We need help.
And
Bruce?
Paul coming in with 500 bits to try and heal my hand.
It
Just
didn't
throwing
work.
that out there. And then Corinth gifting a tier 1 sub to McVenom. Thank you, Corinth.
There you go. You don't get a response, but about 10 minutes later, as you guys are doing your thing, Bruce comes in. He lands on your shoulders like, well, I'll be damned. It's great day. Great day. What's going on?
The hand seems to be getting much worse.
Oh my God, it is.
Yes, it is. Did you want to look at it?
Well, I can smell it from here. It smells like Bengay and death.
That is
What
about
is
right.
this Ben Gay?
Well, it's a long story. You're too young to know about this. Well,
Can we do another feather or
the feather's holding back the magic, so it could be a lot worse. But this looks like this is even more than just magic.
what would it be on top of magic?
Looks like a disease of some sort. I'm no doctor, I'm just a raven. But I kind of learned watching doctors cut people's hands off. Why don't you just cut this guy's hands off and we'll call it a day?
Please no.
Why not? You got another one.
Please no.
If we
The
cut
priestess
his
will be able
hands
to-
off, would it make a difference?
I have no idea, but I just seen people get amputated all the time.
Okay, alright. That does not sound like an educated guess.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a good guess.
You think it's a good guess?
Well, I am pretty smart for a raven.
Are we within earshot, everyone?
Well, you hear crow, crow, craw, craw, crow, crow. You don't hear
Oh,
him
that's
right here.
Yeah, but do we hear the
Oh, yeah.
insane responses to this?
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna try something, Ranger, because I don't think I've done this yet. I am going to try and cast detect magic on my hand.
Go for it.
Okay, so I cast it.
Make a constitution saving check for me, please.
Okay. 12.
Just as you do that, you see, as Balin goes to do a simple spell, you hear Bruce next to you go, uh-oh!
Oh.
And Balin, you pass out.
I tried to catch him.
All right, make an athletics check. You miss completely, and he claps like a sack of potatoes on the ground.
All right,
Sounds
what did
right.
that crow do?
All you hear is crow, 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 crow. It's like, hey, I don't like that dwarf. I didn't do a damn thing. I don't like being accused of things I didn't do. What a great day.
Yes, great indeed. Do you think you could go and inform the High Priestess of our updated situation?
Well, seeing that this is pretty important, I think I'll do that, because whether she likes me or not, this is an emergency. So I will take care of that. I'm off.
Here, before you go, let me give you this cracker.
Oh, I forgot about the cracker. You got me all excited. You're a woman after my own heart.
We'll give you more crackers when you come back.
I like the way you think. Bribing me is the way to go. I'll be back.
All right, thank you.
All right, he takes off. All right, so you guys all see this crow fly off, and then Drom, you heard everything because you can understand the raven as well. Yeah, he is passed out. And then Cher, if you want to make a medicine check or anything, you can. I mean, I don't know if you have it, or you guys see this, that Cher's over there talking to you guys hear the crow. You've seen this crow before. Critty says she's talked to it. You guys have seen this happen before. Then all of a sudden you see Balin just collapse. Yeah, he is, not only is he passed out, he is running a fever.
Is that what I learned with the medicine check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's burning up.
All right. Well drawn.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was typing something. Sorry.
Yeah, don't pay
I
attention. We're
apologize.
just playing a game. It's not a big deal.
I apologize.
Yeah, it's not fine. It's fine.
I'm
It's
just
not
dying
important
over
related.
here.
Yeah,
I
he's
wasn't
just-
expecting
yeah.
it to come up, so
Yeah.
just
I want to
I
head over
apologize.
because of that formidable scent I smell coming from homie's arm.
You don't have animal senses or smell. Get the hell out of here.
It smells like it's made of bits of real panther.
No, it's not. And 60%.
Illegal in 9 countries.
Listen there, Togar. 60% of the time, you're 100% wrong. So
But I do want to actually try and cast Identify on his arm.
you have to do it for 10 minutes straight.
I don't see us
And
like moving much right now.
All
He's
right. So
passed
you're
out.
trying to identify.
But you're not seeing it either because there's a glove
Yeah,
covering
you,
it.
there,
so
you
you're
don't. You don't see
Yeah.
anything to identify, so you really wouldn't know. So no, I get what you're trying to do, but you'd have to know that it was there to try to identify it first of all, and it's not an actual object. You'd have to. We'll get into the weeds later on this.
Raid, do you have anything to make a poultice? I believe that I have some things that I could make one from. but
I do not know if this is anything that herbs would help. I think we should put him in the back of the wagon and move it as quickly as we can to Zadash.
We all saw him fall over, though, right?
Yeah.
Can someone
Alright.
help me carry him to the cart?
I'll go over and I'll help try to drag him over.
Yeah, you guys do it, no problem.
While I'm dragging him over, I can feel that he's burning up.
Make
this
make a perception check. Unless you have medicine, you can use roll medicine.
I don't have medicine.
So
But 8.
you're just trusting what if Sherry. Do you tell him that he's burning up? If not, you have no idea.
Yeah, he is very ill. He's burning up. We need to get him to the High Priestess.
All right. Should we try to do something for the fever? I don't know. Soak him in water or something?
That would be cleric. What do you want to do here, buddy? Make a medicine check if you think of what you want to do here.
By the way, thank you to McVenom who donated 100 bits in order to get
Hey!
more crackers for Bruce.
I love crackers. Way to go. McVennon's on my favorite list too.
Can I touch his forehead to take his temperature? Because then I'm going to cast Identify.
No.
You'd be casting Identify on my forehead. It is a forehead.
But I'm casting Identify on the creature.
You cast
And I'm
identify
a human.
Bruce jumps on your shoulder, Cigar, and says, "You're an idiot. He's a human man. Good
The
job.
raven poops on your shoulder. You're done.
Runs away.
That's holy poop right there.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it
I'm
out.
gonna cast Identify again, just to
No.
make sure that it's not magical poop.
No.
Can I do detect magical my poop?
No.
Okay.
All right. Drum, is there anything you want to do there, cleric? Grim, are you there, Grim? I guess he's not there.
Yeah, I'm here. I had a work email that I had to respond to. I
Okay,
apologize. Otherwise, I would be here.
Yeah. Do you need to go do that? I guess he does.
I think I'm good for now. I think
Okay.
I'm good for now.
All right.
Had to email a Raven Queen.
Yeah.
So after you're done with your work email, I'm dying. So yeah, we need a player.
Oh, okay.
Drum, he has a very high fever. We just dragged him to the cart, and yeah, I sent Bruce to the high priestess, and yeah, he's on fire.
I'm going to turn around from, obviously, I believe
Okay, let's see here.
that I'm driving. Am I driving?
Let's
Please.
diagnose some stuff.
we'll get to you in
here.
a second, Allie. Let me get through Grim's medicine stuff, and then you can do
Oh,
what you
I'm
want to do.
sorry.
Okay? Yeah, it's all right. It's just multiple things. I'm trying to juggle lots of things here all of a sudden.
Try and diagnose what's wrong with them.
He's obviously has some, with his hand and what Ashira tells you. You have not seen his hand of late, so the only thing you can think of that he has some kind of either virus or infection, and you know that the best thing that you can do right now is loosen his clothes, keep him cool, right? You have to watch him because with fevers, first they go high, then they go low. So you'll see where there'll be times where he's sweating profusely, and then you have to put water on him, fan him, that kind of stuff. Keep cold water on his forehead, or wrap his head in cool water. And when he starts shaking chills, you need to wrap him up with something to keep him, keep him warm.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what spells I can use on him.
I have a book I can fan him with.
That book is so multi-purpose. It's fantastic.
How does it smell?
Probably really not odor. I'm thinking that's not a great odor.
So, Drum, is this contagious? Like, are we all going to come down with crazy sorcerer herpes or whatever he has?
Oh, I honestly don't know.
You don't think it's contagious?
I honestly don't know.
I'm going to sit in the front of the cart with Hallie.
All right. All right. So you guys get him situated. You guys are kind of.
Whoops. So he's looking like he's really bad off,
yeah.
like needing more healing than I can give him.
You can
type
try
thing?
to. You can try to heal him if you want.
Okay. I'm going to give him a new spell. Here we go. Wow, that's all. 48, I heal him 12.
It is resisted. You cannot get through. Something seems to be blocking your ability to heal him.
It's necrotic healing.
Doesn't matter. It's resisted. You can't. This is really weird. You've never seen this before. You go to heal him with a spell, and no effect. It's like you can't even get the spell to even, like, it's not there.
Quick reference, Ranger. I haven't taken any damage yet, right? It's just I passed out.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure.
So he resisted the unresistible healing. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. What else can I do?
Oh, Fallon died of dysentery, so let's just move on.
Back on the Oregon Trail.
I'll wear one of those shirts next week.
You
I've made a
get
few.
you get from the reaction of what you just had there, Drom, that something is really wrong here, and something exceptionally powerful is keeping you from using any kind of magic on him at the moment.
I'm looking through my stuff to see what I can do here. I'm just going to continue looking over them, and that's going to be me looking through what I could possibly do.
Yeah, you think the only thing you can do at the moment is until you can get him back to the temple, because you're kind of like, it's really, you just tried one of your best stuff and it was not even took any effect. That you're gonna have to watch his fever, watch this. You're gonna have to get him back to the temple. This is a little. It seems a little bit beyond your means.
Well, fuck it, we just gotta roll, man. Roll
All right.
quick, roll hard. Allie, you got this. You the ranger. You want to take us all the way there. That's me inspiring you. Go ahead and put a little spire token.
Put a little spire on it.
The spire. Let's put a little spire.
All right, so you guys are taking off at this point.
I'm going to look over at Reed and ask.
He's sitting right next to you.
Yes, I'm looking over to him.
Hello.
Next to me, and I'm saying, or I'm going to ask him, do you happen to remember in lore the magical properties of hyssop?
The magical properties of what?
Hyssop. It's a fever reducer, and I believe that it also contains magical properties. I thought maybe we could just try to give him some hyssop to lower the fever. It's obvious that we need to get him somewhere for more critical care. This doesn't seem to be anything that we'll be able to cure ourselves or help him with.
Is that like a plant or?
Yes, hyssop is an herb. It reduces fever naturally, but it also has been known in lore to have some magical properties. I was just inquiring as to if you knew of any of those.
Most of the plants that I know about are sort of meant to kill people.
I understand. I will get up, kind of climb over the back before we take off, and I'm going to take out of my pack.
Do you have an herbalist kit?
I was given hyssop at the herb store. That's the only thing that I asked the kind woman for, if you remember.
Yes, I was wondering if you remember that. All right, so you give him some of that. We'll say you just get him squared away.
I'm actually just going to put a piece of the dried hyssop just in his mouth, dry.
Yes.
And then I will climb back in, and I will say, move fast there, horses. Giddy up.
All right, make a survival check with inspiration from the good bard Togar.
Sure, you.
McVenom donating 100 bits for Reed, saying mine are sort of meant to kill people. Yes, keep those herbs away from me right now. No.
Yeah. I've got this gillyweed here.
What am I making?
Just take a bite of this. The pain will go away in a few minutes. You'll be fine.
You're right. I don't feel anything.
Before you do that, just cast the molder. Dig the grave first.
All right. You want to add your inspiration to it as well, there, Allie?
I don't know that I know how to do that.
It's just a D8, right, or D6? What's your bonus for that right now, there, Togar?
You get 1d6.
1d6. You can roll a d6 and add that to your score.
Give me a second.
Just do that directly and roll 20. You just go onto the left side and the bar, click on the dice icon, and just roll another d6. And then you can add it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right. You roll the one. It's still pretty solid. So you're going to make good time today. Now, you guys get to the bridge. Now, when you get there, there is a cart ahead of you. It's being inspected and stuff. It gets moved along. And then you have to wait as another cart from the other side comes over. And then they get that cart across. Actually, it's like a small little caravan. It's like 3 carts. So you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting.
Do I, by the way, Ranger, get an ability, like a chance to wake up, or am I passed
Nope.
out this entire time?
You're
Okay.
passed out.
Okay.
So if you want to go do some Kool-Aid shots, go ahead.
Who's in some of these carts ahead of us?
Make a perception check.
They've worked out splendidly so far today. A 15.
It looks like a merchant caravan of some sort. Looks like supplies heading toward the front. It's got a military caravan with it, a military escort. So yeah.
Can I walk up and ask if they have any medicine they can give us out?
You try to get out of the cart, and one of the guards gets in your way. He's like, "Oh, wait, where do you think you're going?"
One of our men is sick, and I see that they're looking like they're a bit of like a merchant caravan. I was wondering if maybe we could try to buy some medicine off of them.
That's an official government merchandising group moving forward for the front. You have to wait. You're not going over there unless you're authorized.
All right, fair enough.
And
I'll
then
sit back down.
And then you guys come up, and the captain of the guard goes, "All right, well, what do we have here? Paperwork?"
My name is Darren. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Can I see your paperwork, please?
I don't carry paperwork. I'm not very familiar with what you're...
All right. Does someone here have paperwork for me?
We do not, but the High Priestess at Zadash in the Temple of the Raven is expecting us any day now.
Right. Do you have paperwork regarding this?
No, but we do possess badges.
Okay. None
Here,
of you have paperwork?
Wrong town.
So Ashira does have paperwork.
You do have a
Yeah, I
paperwork.
thought we
Ashira.
did somewhere.
Yeah.
I have paperwork.
It was the paperwork from the Raven Queen to go
Yeah.
to Hupperduke and return. So that was our task. Yeah.
Okay. I pulled the. Thank you, unconscious Valen, and I I give paperwork to guard.
He looks it over. It's like, oh, all right. Everything seems to be in order here. Let me just check the back here for just real quick inspection. And he kind of looks over everything. And it's the time of war, so they're kind of taking this serious, right? So they're make sure there's no hidden compartments and stuff. And he kind of goes, all right, what do you got? Good Lord, what is wrong with him?
He's very sick, and he needs to get to the High Priestess.
Right.
He's also very contagious. I just wanted to throw that in.
What?
Oh my.
He's also extremely contagious.
What?
Nothing.
It smells like
Nothing.
panther.
Himself in the forehead.
He has a sickness of the spirit, and we need to bring him to Zadash to see the High Priestess.
It's
It
also-
kind of burns the nostrils.
Please ignore our
I wouldn't
guide. She
you near
knows
to
what
him.
she not
I would
speak.
let
What? He's like, now he's getting all
Allie.
terrified.
So I'm gonna light up my pipe, and I'm gonna sit there thinking how nice it was to have known Balin.
He looks at you, Sheriff's like, now what? Now wait a minute. Are you meaning to tell me you're bringing a contagious plague person into the realms?
We are not. She is mistaken. I
She
am
said
acolyte.
contagious.
She's confused. I'm an acolyte of the Raven Queen. This man suffers from an illness, an ailment of the spirit, not a contagious ailment. We are all traveling with him. None of us are sick.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh no.
Sorry, lo siento.
I am so sorry. I come from the woods, and sometimes I don't quite understand the nature of things. I was just taking a look at his hand and thought...
He just all of a sudden just looked at you, Sheriff's like, shut up! Just shut up! He looks back at you.
I thought this might be a contagion. That is what I'm normally used
I
to
swear
seeing.
to God, if you say one more word, I'm going to arrest you.
None of
Just-
us are
I died
sick.
from
We've been
Allie.
traveling with him the whole time.
He's like, all right. Acolyte of the Raven Queen. I'm tracking your name. If-
Please do good, sir.
if-
I'm so sorry.
If this turns out to be a plague, I will make sure that it's reported. And we will find you.
I understand completely, sir.
Be sure to take her name and description. Half elf, Allie.
And Tell that one to be quiet. Not helping.
Of all the ways I would have died, I was not expecting that one. In quarantine.
Get out of here.
Thank you, good sir.
Go.
You would think they would run.
Yes, less talking, more. Get the hell out of
Ali,
here.
will you please? Will you please start the horses, Ali? Ali?
They seem a little restless, so yes, we shall go.
Thank you, Ali.
You just see all the cards with their spears poking at you, like as you go by. Like, oh, some make like religious symbols as you go by and stuff.
My helm over my eyes.
Oh god!
I literally face palmed at that. I couldn't help it.
All right, so you guys, are you going to push it? Or are you going to do just a normal travel day today?
I think we need to push it. What
All
do you think? Do you think we need to go?
Let's hurry.
I think I'm gonna stand at the front of the cart like this, just like Jack the Titanic. Let's go. Come on.
Aren't we doing
Make
every other night?
an acrobatics check there, Togar.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
does it with one.
Rolled well.
Yeah, he did.
They rolled well for the cool barge.
Let's go.
Gonna do some cool bard shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you guys pushing your travel?
I'm not feeling very well at the moment, and so I'm going to hand over the reins.
All right, so it's not what I asked. As a group, are you guys going to push your travel?
I think we need to hurry.
All right. Look. How screwed is he?
Very screwed. He's very screwed. We need to get him to Zadash, or he might not make it there.
All right. We gotta go faster then. So, Ali, can you coax the horses or
Yeah.
whatever you need to do to get us
we will
moving?
all die if you do not drive the horses.
It's the dash to the dash.
And now again, is this contagious? What he has? Like, what is this?
Drom,
The
you
run
and
to
the
save
sheriff know
Bella.
that this is not contagious. You can say
Not
that.
worried. Who cares?
All right. I'm assuming everyone's saying you guys are going fast, so you guys actually get to about the corner there of the swamp. You know, you're 2 days away at this point from Sadash. Now, you rest. I'm not going to really do this. You guys pull watch. It's fine. You all have now a point of exhaustion because you're just not able to get a full night's rest. The only one who doesn't is... Ali, you're half-elf, right?
Of course.
You're full?
I'm half elf.
Half-elf. Okay, so then it doesn't apply.
I'm a half elf too.
Yeah, so you don't get the elves don't need rest. They just did this little
Since I'm
twist.
passed out for the entire day, do I get a point of exhaustion?
No, you don't get anything, Finn. In
Okay.
fact, so you guys
I just have other dying conditions, but exhaustion is not one of them. Just needed to make sure. I have multiple other things going on.
So we're all getting exhausted, right?
Yeah, everybody has a point of exhaustion.
Hey.
Which means you have disadvantage on all your checks, I believe, right? No, just the saving throws, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Disadvantage on ability checks, yeah, so it'll be saving throws.
Yeah. On ability checks?
So saving, not saving throws. It's the ability checks.
All right.
Yeah.
So
But saving throws are fine.
now you guys get you're all a little tired. You're all feeling it. Reed, are you going to stay up front with Allie?
I might as well.
All right, so that will help her get rid of the disadvantage she would have on the survival check. But because you're exhausted, just make me a survival roll there, Allie, for me.
Well, I am not exhausted. Correct?
Yes, you are. But still, because Reed's helping you, you just roll a normal survival check here. He's trying to help you keep the horses squared away. So just make a survival check, just a normal one.
I got it.
Yep.
I just didn't think half elves were as exhausted.
Elves are different than half elves. So, oh wow, okay, 25. Even though you're poo-pooed, you do very, very well. You're able to keep the horses going, so you're going to be able to make good travel today. As you guys are making the turn and heading south towards the dash, Bruce comes flying up to you, Ashira, rests on your shoulders like, I've returned like I said I would.
Thank you, good sir. What tidings do you bring?
Well, it sounds like, from what I gathered, it's going to be some kind of special thing you're going to have to do when you get there. I think he's going to have to be put into the pool of blood.
Well, that sounds disgusting. Is that all she said?
What do you mean disgusting? It's part of our ritual. I know you've had to have done it yourself, so you've become part of the Raven Queen herself. Actually, there's in the Raven Queen temples, there is, to get to her lair, to commune with her, you have to like literally go into a pool, a vat of what looks like blood, and drown to commune with her if you want direct contact with her. So you know that Drum, and you know that Ashira. So when he says that, that doesn't surprise you.
Okay. So he's going. So the Raven Queen is going to take him under her protection.
No, we just have to send him there and see what happens.
Oh, well, that sounds well thought out. Did the High Priestess say she was going to come up and meet us, or that there was any way for us to get there quicker?
She seemed preoccupied, but she was trying. Well, she's a busy lady. She was actually a little nicer to me this time. She didn't throw something at me, so I'll take that as a win. But she said get here as quickly as possible and have everything ready to go when you get here.
All right, Bruce. Thank you. Here are some crackers.
Now, hold on to those crackers. I don't need them today. I got some from some friends of mine. I've got connections in Stash, and I got some delicious, not only crackers, but some cheese and some fruit, some other delicious things. Living the high life.
I did not realize you wanted things besides crackers.
Well, I'll take crackers when I get them. I love them. They're full of vitamins and minerals for a growing raven like myself, even though I'm not growing anymore. But I digress. Well, he's not looking good.
No, he looks awful.
He would probably be dead right now if it wasn't the power of the Raven Queen. I'm glad I gave him one of my feathers.
Thank you.
All right. So that being said, Finn, make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
You fight off worse things. He's hanging on there. You guys can see that he's fighting, but there you go. All right. So
conscious or still unconscious?
You're still unconscious.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you guys are all exhausted. You guys get right there next to the hills for the next day. Now, if you want to keep pushing, you'll get another point of exhaustion. If you take a little break and rest, I'll just be 1 point of exhaustion. You guys can keep going forward. Up to you. He seems to be stable at the moment.
I'm not nuts about getting another point of exhaustion.
Are the horses exhausted too, Ranger?
No, you guys are stopping, so they get some rest, so they're fine.
So the horses have never taken a point of exhaustion?
No, they're not going to take a point of exhaustion.
I keep voting that we move as quick as possible.
If we are at too much of a disadvantage, any creature we encounter in the wild could defeat us.
If this is how you feel.
How much further do we need to go? That's the thing.
We got probably another 3 days at least, right?
No, you're less than a day away. But you're gonna,
are we?
If you push right now, you'll take another point of exhaustion. Really bad, but you could get to Zadash. If you want to take a brief respite here, like you have been, and then push it, you'll just be at that 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so you guys do that. Nothing transpires. Finn, make another Constitution saving throw.
23.
Okay. All right. Ashira and Drum, make medicine checks for me, please. All right, Drum, you seem to have gotten an email from work in your head.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ashir, you're noticing that although he seems to be okay, he doesn't look okay in the sense that he's stable, but his face is now starting to turn that same ashy gray color, so it's not looking good. It seems like you guys are gonna have to really get there today. So, Allie, make a survival check for me, please.
Sure do need a lot from Allie, don't we?
Hey, I'm gonna try casting Gentle Repose on Blue.
You do a great job, Allie. All right, you guys are able to get to Sadash just right before nightfall lands. Bruce has already flown ahead. He's like, I just let them know that we're on. We're going to be there in a little bit. They said they got everything prepared to go as soon as we get there.
Think this will work? I'm gonna try it.
Go for it.
Mainly for the secondary effect.
It lands, but you have no idea if it takes effect.
It's worth a try.
All right. All right, you guys get into this dash. It's the end of the day. Guards let you in. You don't really get any problems with the guards. It's real quick. So you're going to the Temple of the Raven Queen. They can see they don't really give you a hard time here. You don't really have time for sightseeing. You get your ass to the temple, and when you get there, there are people outside waiting. Bruce is on the ledge, waiting for you guys, just kind of looking down. Hold on. Got too many notes here. Also, you see, just in a little bit better robes, you see Blint's waiting for you outside. And he looks like, well, welcome back, everyone. Seems like you suffered a casualty.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
All right, well, we've got a...
I feel happy.
We've got everything ready. These guys are gonna take him in. You see also
less talking, more moving. Keep going.
They're already scooping him out of there. Sadasol comes out, gives a nod, and then you see these 4 guys get him on a litter and start immediately taking him in. She gives you all a nod and then falls behind. She's in her full regalia. You guys follow along. You're escorted in. Blint's like, well, I guess we'll catch up later. He looks at you, Reed. I've come up with some different sandwiches ideas I think you might like.
Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, love to.
I've also been promoted to full alkalite now.
Oh, congratulations.
So, I don't know what happened to your friend there, but we haven't done a ceremony like this in a long time.
Ceremony? What do you mean?
I don't understand the exact details, but it seems he kind of whispers, life and death.
Oh, that's grand.
All right, so you guys go down, and then you guys kind of go down these stairs that kind of go in a diagonal downward, apparently like 3 levels. You get in and you see like you come to this chamber, this big chamber. You see this giant raven statue in the middle. You see in this giant chamber this big black pool of something. You don't know what it is. You also see on the right and the left, you see 4 different priests and priestesses on each side that are actually doing chants at the moment. As soon as you walk in, they immediately close their books and they lift their hoods up, and then they get like they're holding their hands like they're praying. Sadasol looks in and she's like, very well, bring him forward. the 4 people bring Bailing Ford, and they put his body into this substance, remove the litter, and then Satisol comes. She drops a lot of her stuff. She's just in a black robe now. She goes down to where he is, kind of does something, puts her hand on his forehead, whispers something, and then shoves him completely into the dark substance. Does anybody do anything?
I'm just gonna stand here pretty shocked at what just happened.
Ali is very frightened, as this is nothing she's ever experienced.
You've seen this before, Drom. You've seen this. You've not seen this before.
I'm not seeing it because I'm asleep.
Why would you be asleep?
Are you asleep?
Because we have exhaustion.
That's not how that works, Drom.
Technically, it is. Yeah.
I'm sure your
Christ's
mother
sake.
would just love you bailing on the whole save his life thing going. Any chance I
they
would
know
know
what
what's
they're
actually
doing.
going on with this?
Make a religion check.
17?
So you've heard in your world travels, and a little bit understanding how this religious ceremony is. Normally, when someone is wanting to become a part of the Raven Queen, it's like they have to actually walk to the afterlife. The way they do that is they walk into this pool of sanctified blood, right? They literally drown and get sent. Their spirit transcends to the Raven Queen. And then she makes a judgment. And if she judges you to be worthy, you come back. If she doesn't, for whatever reason, some people have known not to come back. But most times, they do come back if they're accepted. And if they're not accepted, they do come back as well. There have been circumstances where they do not come back. But you've heard of this ceremony before. But the person that does this as their own free will. This seems totally different. It's just usually, from what you heard, you can confirm this if you want to with Ashera or Drom, they are in there by themselves. They're completely naked. They walk in. They have to be willingly to do this. This is something totally different from what you've heard.
Shira, is he gonna be strong enough to be able to go and do this?
If he does, if he is not, it does not matter.
But I mean, if he doesn't even know what's happening, I mean, he's been
I'm-
fairly out of it a few days.
It's true, but we had spoken before he got too sick to speak, and this is what he would have wanted.
Really?
Agree. He had spoken about it once before.
Do we know what caused this?
We have some idea, and when he feels better, he will tell you.
All right.
All right. Anybody say anything else to anybody else?
I'm going to look at Reed and say, Balin spoke to me of this one evening, and he showed me his powers. I'm not so sure if he was 100% behind what was occurring, and I just wanted to let you know, although I'm not in a normal environment, and I feel very frightened, and so I may be a little bit confused as to how he related to me, but I just did want to let you know that.
He's a good enough fella. Like, I've spoken to him a few times as well. And as far as this not being a natural environment, well, we're in a giant building with pool of goo, so we'll figure on that.
I wish that I was smarter, like you others, and could have fully ascertained what his intent was. But there was part of me that felt as if he wasn't quite sure this is what he wanted. I just felt an obligation to tell you.
All right. Oh, go ahead, Reed. I'm sorry.
I'm relatively sure he doesn't want to die. Most sane people are like that. But I'm hoping that he's cognizant enough to be able to go and plead his case in there.
Me as well. He did not seem to be so.
All right. You see her. You guys, as this is happening, you guys have this quick little conversation. When you see her dunk him under, you see her look up, and you guys see her eyes as she looks back down at him. Her eyes are gone, and in the space you see nothing but this. Her eyes are the same color as the liquid, as she's chanting incantations, and holds him in there long enough, and then she brings her hands up, and then she slowly walks out. And as she walks out, she kneels beside the pool. Someone comes and puts a cloth next to her so she can wipe herself off. She says, "It is out of our hands. It is in the hands of the Raven Queen."
Oh, shit.
And that's all you guys see. Finn, you feel yourself. I mean, you've been unconscious. You don't really realize anything. Your world's been darkness. I'm sorry, Bailing. You feel like you're floating all of a sudden. The darkness before just seemed like emptiness, like just darkness all around you with no real substance. You feel all of a sudden like you're suddenly floating, and the darkness seems different than it was before. You can't really explain why, but it seems different. And you seem to like gently land on the ground. Not rough. It's not a rough landing. And you kind of open your eyes. You can't see anything. And then you see like above you, coming straight down as you're lying down, you see like a small speck, and then all of a sudden just like this giant white mask appears in front of you. And it seems to be like it's studying you and looking you over. And then you hear this voice in your head. It's like, "You may arise."
I will slowly stand up.
And then light kind of develops all around you, and you feel coldness all of a sudden. And then you see through the mists in front of you this figure appear in front of you. She still has the mask on, but it looks like this very tall, way taller than you woman, in black and blue, very fine clothes, like it glitters almost. And she doesn't seem to walk more than she glides slowly around you. And then she comes in front of you, and you feel like your soul, she's looking like into the depths of your soul. And then she looks at you, it's like, and in your mind, you don't, she's got the mask on, so you can't see her lips moving. It's just like, "So, my want to be in my coven, friend? Let me see your hand."
I'm assuming I still have the glove and everything on.
Yeah, you're still dressed in your clothes.
Okay. I, without hesitation, take the glove off.
My old enemy is upon me again, it would seem. You feel in that instant, you feel like a little giddiness come from her. Oh, what a great joy this would be to take something of his. Your name, Alkalite?
Balin, Night Leader.
I don't know if I like that last name. Do you like that last name?
I honestly don't know.
Night Leader. She looks like she's kind of looks up for a second. Yes, I think we will change that. But before then, will you swear your allegiance and soul to me?
I'll bow my head. That is why I have come seeking you.
Have you?
I have traveled a great distance to serve for you.
Oh, I know. I know all. For this to work, you must pledge your soul to me in the afterlife for forever.
I pledge my soul to you in the afterlife forever.
Then let it be done. And then you see her take a dagger, grab your hand forcefully, brings it down. You see like this white frost, like glowing dagger, sticks it in your hand, cuts off the symbol, literally cuts the symbol out, and in your hand is this giant hole. The pain is excruciating, Balin. It takes your entire will to not, like, it feels like you're dying over and over and over again in agonizing pain. And then she pulls it out. The blade, the actual blade of the knife she had in her hand disappears in a mist, and she tosses it aside. Nasty magic. But then again, Vecna always was crude. I have a task when I send you back. You shall be now known as Balin Nightcrow, and you will have one task only. Find any of his followers in your travels, and if you do, or undead, or any of that, you will destroy it. Swear.
I swear.
Very well. Your power is linked to me now. Moving forward, your pact is with me. And then she takes your other hand and cuts it. And then she takes her finger, which is like the size of your hand, and touches the finger to where she cut you on your hand. And then you feel like this tingling sensation. And on your other hand, not the one that she fixed, that's got a scar on it. A big scar. The other one appears a raven on it.
Okay.
Remember, follow my teachings and rules. You are a warlock. You're a sorcerer?
Sorcerer.
Your power comes directly from me. Disobey me, and there will be consequences. Are we agreed on this pact?
I understand.
Now, you've traveled so far. I will give you one question you may ask me.
Where are my parents?
Your parents are dead. And then,
There's like a.
she gives you the finger, the finger thing where she puts her finger in front of you, and then you see like the universe kind of unveil above her head. You see like all these strings, and she goes and touches them. The time came, as it was foreseen, and they are where they're supposed to be. It is my directive.
There's a weird look of simultaneous joy and sadness on the face of Balin at the response.
Now,
Quiet.
my new acolyte, go forward and bring forward my will. And then she slowly touches you above the chin. She's actually shrunk down, and she removes her mask, and you see her true face. Make a charisma saving throw. You don't save. You are awe-inspired by the beauty of this woman. She looks like she's an elf. Weird. You're not sure, but when you look at her, her face has this glow to it, but what really gets you is her eyes. Intelligent, divine, but you get a sense of sadness, of loneliness. And then she goes forward and kisses you on the forehead, and then you blink out. Now make a athletics check. Or acrobatics.
It's the same. 10.
All right. You wake up, you come flying to the surface. You feel like you're you come forced up. You guys all see this as Balin, covered in just complete blood on everything, comes just like a rocket, shoots straight up into the air, and comes swimming over to the ledge. You look up and Sadisal is looking down at you. It's like, it would seem the pact has been made. Child of the Raven Queen.
I'll take my right hand.
She reaches her hand out
her.
to you.
Yeah, I will take my right hand and show it to her and say, indeed. And then take her hand, and I assume she's, like, the hand is trying to help me out.
Yeah,
basically.
she's trying to help you out.
Yeah, so I'll show her my right hand first, and then I'll take her hand.
All right. She helps you up, and then she gives a look, and two of those four guys back there come up forward and grab you and help you up, and escort him back to where he can go and get some clean clothes and get cleaned up. And then she turns around to the rest of you. It's been a long, long day, and I would like you all to get some rest. You look weary. And we will talk in the morning. Lint. Yes, mistress. See to it. I will. I will. And then she walks off. And then they're taking you separately, Balin, to a different path and area. And then Blint looks at you guys like, you guys, are you hungry? Wait a minute.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
He's like, wait a minute. He looks at you, Critty. He's like, are you a new member?
Yeah, I'm new. My name's Critty. Want to be friends?
He looks nervous. I don't have many friends.
I'm real good at being a friend.
You can keep her.
He looks scared all of a sudden when you say that to Gar's like, looks at you, Reed, for like help.
It's all right, Blint. She doesn't bite.
Makes good food, I think.
Okay.
She's friendly enough. She talks a lot.
Oh.
But that's fine. You really don't, so it'll be good.
Are you a good listener? That's all that will matter.
I don't even need somebody to listen.
That's true. She'll talk over anything.
Let's go eat. He leads you guys up to the kitchen area. He takes you up the stairs, and then takes you to past the altar of this big, giant kind of cathedral place, and takes you to a separate building where all the food is served and stuff. He's like, he looks at you, Reed. Oh, wait here. And then he goes back and then he runs back. He's gone about 5 minutes. He comes back and then he's got this big tray of all these different types of sandwiches and breads and meats and stuff. And he puts this one in front of you, Reed. He's like, you have to try this one.
What is this?
I want it to be a surprise.
All right. All right, so I'll, it's a big sandwich. Like, we're talking club, wedge.
It looks like sliced meat. You can't tell what the meat is. With some different cheeses. Looks like he's had the cheese melted onto the bread, or baked on, right? And he's put on some different kind of different condiments, accoutrements onto the sandwich and stuff.
Are you learning, Blint? Good. Last time you didn't know what a condiment was.
I've been reading.
Oh, have you now?
What?
Oh, that's grand. That's grand.
Yes.
So are we talking now like a Kaiser roll or
It's
like a French baguette?
Think of like a big, giant New York pastrami kind of looking sandwich.
Oh, fuck yeah. So I'll cut it in half in a nice diagonal. Pick it up, crunch it in my hand, take a big bite.
It is delicious. However, it is super hot and spicy. So, make a Constitution save.
This may be entertaining.
18.
Nice.
It makes you sweat, but it is super spicy, so you're just like, woo! You see Reed turn a little red, but it's delicious. But it's got a kick to it.
Oh boy, what'd you put in it?
It's a special herb I found, and I like spicy food now.
Yeah, it seems it.
He hands you the other side of the sandwich. He's like, would you like to try my sandwich?
Sure.
All right.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it, but
All right. Make a Constitution save.
I do not.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, fantastic.
It tastes like the toe of Satan.
It tastes like burning.
So pretty. So the taste is extraordinary. You think it tastes wonderful. The initial taste in your mouth is like, oh, that's so good. But kind of like wasabi, as soon as it gets to the back of your tongue, and you see Security, she starts turning purple, like she's like coughing and gagging and stuff, and starts reaching for the water.
Oh, no, blend 30 milk.
Oh yeah. He hands you over some milk. Grady, you drink that whole thing of milk. You grab the jug.
Yeah. Whew. That's a hot sandwich.
What do you like it?
Maybe I'll stick to peanut butter and jelly.
What's peanut butter and jelly?
Oh, I can tell you all about peanut butter and jelly. I read a book about it.
They don't exist in this world.
I invented it.
No, you didn't. He's got.
Hey, if Reed can invent sandwiches, I can invent peanut butter and jelly.
Well, there's bread and meat and cheese. There's no such thing as peanut butter or indoor.
Well, it's nut paste and fruit preserves.
Yeah. Completely realistic.
Make a intelligence check for me. Just roll intelligence. Let's see how this.
This is your intelligence to know peanut butter and jelly.
Come on,
So
natural
make it good.
20.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, natural 20.
This is the gear turning.
Come on, that 20.
Come on,
Is it like a-
natural 20.
Damn.
Couldn't it be like a performance cooking?
Iron Chef peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah. you just for a brief moment, Critty, we'll see if this takes flight later. You think that as good as the sandwich was, what if you came up with something sweet on the bread? You don't know what yet, but you're thinking that's just an idea that pops into your head.
Mm.
So
I'll be mulling that over.
yeah, it's there. It's not quite
There's
out
room
yet.
for improvement.
I have a whole chapter dedicated to nut paste.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all
Can we
created
dump
it.
Togar in
The
that
worst
big
part
hat?
is we can't even see him, so it's like this voice out of nowhere just made the comment.
I'm the Haint of Togar. With my nut paste. If you're not good, I'll find you.
Hey,
Put some-
nut paste. That might be an idea there.
Put some nut paste on your hand when you're sleeping. All right. So there are some other sandwiches. Now he gives you all different types of sandwiches. There's different varieties if you want to try it. There's the hot sandwich that he's got at the end there. If anybody else wants to try it, they can. If not, there's some other sandwiches, whichever one you want to grab. There's some that like you grab. It's got a kind of what's the best way to describe it? Like a zesty Italian kind of flavor to the meat and stuff, and with the like the toppings and everything. He's got sprouts in that one. It's really good. There's one that's actually different types of meat, different types of bread, different types of toppings. They're all really good. You can tell that he's really enjoyed creating these things called sandwiches. Other than the one that almost killed you there, Crady, they're all pretty good. Creedy's got a little inner voice still. Yeah, it's. Does anybody else want to make a run?
The spicy meatball.
Anybody want to try the spicy one?
Sure, why not?
All right, Drum, you're like, that looks pretty good. Yeah, you kind of have the same reaction. Of course, your skin doesn't change color quite as profoundly as Reed's did, but you're like, ooh, that's got some kick to it. It's a delicious sandwich.
I have a second one.
No.
This is delicious, man.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And so you guys...
proud of you, Blend.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the sandwiches. I've got so many other great ideas. Now, when you go up there, you're taken to a special room. Your clothes are removed. The lady tells you, the actual priest, that they will get your clothes washed and everything. But that you are to pray for the rest of the night in front of the and just your knickers in front of the Raven Queen statue for the ceremony. You're muted, by the way.
Huh? No, I was just quiet.
Okay.
Okay, I will do that. The only thing I will kind of check to see, because during the course of it, I was unable to cast like Darkness and Ray of Sickness. So am I able to, at least through my now kind of like scarred left hand, begin to cast those things? Like, do I see like I'm able?
You
to
don't
do
even
those
need to
things?
cast it. You just feel like your connection to your magic, it's there, but you feel like it's changed too.
Okay.
And out of character, some of your spells are gonna change. Just as a heads up.
Okay.
Well, you'll get a little bit more wide of a range of spells, but like certain spells that were related to your past have changed because of what she just did. So you feel rejuvenated. So you're led out to the altar. You kneel in front of the Raven Queen, and you're kind of sitting there like a samurai, and just your little. Well, I don't know. What do you want to wear underneath? You want like a little samurai Japanese thing, or you got little knickers on, or what do you got on?
It'll be any kind of like simple robe with a hood. That's it.
No, there's no robes here.
What's the samurai thing you're talking about?
Like a little diaper thing or something. I don't know what you have underneath your robe.
Oh, like that. Yeah, I would just wear
Like a loincloth?
Yeah, we'll say
No,
he's got a
I'm not
loincloth.
loincloth.
He's loincloth.
Not
Yeah.
It'll
Like a
be regular
sumo,
knickers,
like a
basically.
sumo wrestler.
It'll be regular knickers.
Okay, a little bit of knickers. Okay, so as you get there and pray, you see the priestess point to where you need to sit. There's a priest that is doing their thing, and all of a sudden you see Bruce come flying in, and the priestess and everybody kind of looks in shock, and he sits there and he's like, "Don't mind me, I'm just here for the new acolyte. You did well, young man. Usually the lady of the night just doesn't accept anybody."
Well, I'm very glad she accepted me.
Well, you did that yourself. Man, you should have heard what they were talking about in the other room. Something about nut paste. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound proper.
That is the way they talk. I imagine it has something to do with
I mean, what do you
Togar.
think nut paste is?
If it has something to do with Togar, I don't want to know.
Yeah, it did come from that slimy guy. He's I don't know about you, but he seems like a pervert. Is that the correct word? Prevert, pervert, whatever it is. He read some of the stuff. I actually looked at what he was writing the other day. My lord, that man has sex on his mind 24/7.
That he does, but he is reliable.
You need to watch him. I don't know about all that, but he writes some good smut. I was fascinated.
Prefer not to watch him.
Well, you should.
We had to put him in a bubble so we couldn't see him one time. I would prefer not to watch
That makes
him.
a lot of sense. So, you feeling good?
I'm feeling better. I feel different. I think it's gonna take a little adjusting.
Well, now that you can hear me talk perfectly, it's all right. You see the priestess kind of coming in, just looking at him. Don't give me that look, woman. I'll come over there and pick out your eyes. Who do you think you're dealing with here? I'm Bruce the Raven. And she's like, when did you get a name? They gave me one. Great guys, great group of guys out in the dining room. Gave me the name Bruce the Crow, and I'm sticking with it. And see her just shake her head, and it's like, he has to do his rituals. You need to leave. Well, fine. I got some errands to run, so just like with the sheriff, if you ever need me, just call me in your mind, and I'll be there right with you.
And as he starts to like fly away, I'll just turn to him really quick and say, "Thank you for the feather, Bruce."
Don't mention it. Just remember, we're buddies now.
And I'll go back to praying.
All right. You guys have a meal. You guys finish. And then as you guys tired, Blint can kind of tell that you're exhausted, but you needed to eat. So he's getting you a good hot meal, good meal into you. He's taking you back to the rooms that you guys are known, that you've been in this temple before. You kind of know a little bit where you're going and stuff. As you walk by, there in his little knickers is Balin praying in front of the statue of the Raven Queen.
I'm going to walk over to Balin and
as soon as you do, you see someone like you didn't see anywhere. This lady in leather armor, with her hand on her sword, she comes out of the shadows, literally zoops in front of you. It's like, you may not interrupt him when he is doing his ritual. It is not permitted.
Understood. Can I make a note that I did not partake in the meal yet? Ate a good berry.
Let's go back to the dining room. Blint notices that you're not eating any of the sandwiches. He comes over to you, Allie, and says, do you not like my sandwiches?
Oh, I think everything looks quite delicious.
But you're not eating
It
anything.
is nothing. Please take no offense.
I am taking offense. You're not eating my sandwiches.
Do you have any tea?
Yes.
I will have a glass of tea.
Will you eat one of my sandwiches then?
I'm gluten free. I'm a gluten free ranger, and so
I bet you could make an awesome sandwich with those berries. You two could work together.
Maybe we could.
Do you like to cook?
I do like to cook. It's a very rustic cooking, in the woods and all. I normally cook over a campfire, and this type of food normally upsets my tummy a little. So I carry these berries with me to eat, and they're kind of like probiotics, and that's just what I prefer.
You don't want to even take a bite just to tell me what you think of it?
Well, if you're going to take great offense, then I guess I will have to.
Which of these delicious sandwiches would you like to try?
May I just have a bite of the bread? I'll have a bread sandwich. Thank you.
A bread.
I thought you were gluten free.
He's eating the glutinous part of it.
he seems to be pressuring me, and I guess I will take a nibble.
All right, he gives you a little bite of the sandwich. It is actually quite good, Allie. You're pretty impressed. He actually, based on what you just said, he hands you a certain type of bread. You don't know what it is, but it's different. And this is like a lighter sandwich that he's made, and it's really delicious. You really enjoy it.
Very good. What did you put on this? It seems to be some sort of like a jelly or something.
No. It's a special kind of cream that I created with mustard and some other things. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And I am glad that I partook in it as well. And then I will eat a good berry and go beyond my...
He brings you your tea. You guys didn't finish your meal. All right, so you guys walk by. The thing with the guard happens, and then you guys are escorted to your room. You guys get rest, so you guys can take your point of exhaustion off. You guys get a big rest here. So if you have point of exhaustion, go ahead and take it off. And then you guys wake up the next morning. Now, Balin, you it's weird. You pray all night. You kind of pass out where you're at, but you're not allowed to move. But you do that. They don't wake you up or anything, but you're just kind of ritually like you hear the chanting that's done at certain times, especially at night. The Raven Queen, and you kind of get your head bobbing and stuff, but. You wake up, you're tired, but you're not exhausted when you get done early in the morning. They let you go and they've got your clothes cleaned. And in the room, when you get to your room, you see that there is a new set of acolyte robes. So add that to your inventory. And you are now a low-level acolyte of the Raven Queen. All right, you guys all wake up. No one really bothers you. You guys get some rest. You wake up in the morning. If you guys want to go down and have breakfast, you do hear the bell for breakfast. So if you want to go down and eat breakfast, you can. So who wants to go eat breakfast?
Oh, hell yeah.
I was assuming all you.
I mean, it's more like who doesn't want to eat breakfast.
All right.
Or they have the best nut paste and toast.
I'm actually going to walk outside and do a little alone time.
Yeah, you know that there's a really awesome garden here with a beautiful tree and stuff that you can go out to and stuff. It's really quite calm and peaceful, Allie. So you go into the middle of this big courtyard that's got this beautiful garden in it, and it kind of brings you a little peace. It's very quiet and serene. You can see there's a girl in acolyte robes that she's kind of studying a book and reading. Off on her own, she doesn't seem to pay any mind. So you just kind of go there. You can hear the birds chirping, and it's like a little slice of heaven in this big city. It makes you feel good.
It does make me feel good.
All right. The rest of you guys go to breakfast, and then you see Balin there, and you see Blintz next to him because he's already gotten Balin up to get him some food, and he's like, "Try this one. This is really good. It's I call it a double sausage decker, and what I've done is I've added some special cheese to the meat so that when I cook the meat, it melts inside the sausage. Just give it a try." And he's got like all different types. It tastes delicious. You put it in your mouth, Balin, it's delicious. You love it. You're really.
I'm hungry. I
oh
missed
yeah,
dinner,
you're eating like a.
Mm-hmm.
Think Luffy in One Piece. You're just your cheeks are just overflowing. And he keeps drinking you. Blint seems to be so happy that you're eating so much food, and that's what you guys come down to for breakfast. Except for Allie, who's outside, and she is being one with nature.
I will stop though when I see them.
Blint goes, "Good morning to all of you."
Good morning, Blint. How are you?
I'm doing good. And he kind of looks over and you see this young kid and girl. He kind of nods and they come over and start bringing you guys breakfast. So just different sandwiches. Like, these are some more of those sandwiches things you had me create. They're quite good.
Are any of these spicy again?
He looks. Uh-oh. He has to come over and switch yours out. I forgot, Critty.
Thanks.
As they all come in too, I'm gonna like immediately stand up, finish whatever I'm kind of chewing from the sandwich, and just kind of look at them and say, I am sorry for causing so much trouble. I do appreciate you getting me here. I'm sorry if I had you worried.
Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling much better now.
Okay.
So thank you. And then
You
I'll
look
just-
a lot less dead.
That is definitely one way to look at it.
What happened to your arm? Looks like an avocado had sex with an older, uglier avocado.
So my left hand still has the glove, by the way. I will
Oh.
keep the glove on the left hand.
It's more of an aesthetic thing now.
Well,
He's
yeah,
channeling his inner
kinda.
Michael Jackson.
I'm expecting a moonwalk.
Yes, I am sorry. And I'll just kind of like, you can see there's a little bit of kind of shame with Balin, so he'll like kind of nod his head and just sit down and start to kind of continue eating the double-decker sausage sandwich.
So there's a big plate full of sandwiches now in the middle of the table.
With milk and some ale and water and wine, if you want that.
I'll wait for one of the little children that was bringing the stuff over. Pot of tea.
Just not sitting, runs in, runs back out, got your tea for you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. And I'll drag over 6 sandwiches.
All right. So you guys are having a good breakfast full of vitamins and minerals. Does anybody say anything to anybody else?
So what are we gonna do now?
We still need to make our report to Satil.
Yeah, we gotta go see Drum's mom.
That's pretty cool.
You saw her last night. She was the one drowning Balin.
Oh yeah, creepy lady. Cool.
Yeah, that was her
Don't
in
say
a
that
good
to her
mood.
face. Don't say that to her face.
You see Blint's faces go like death white. He looks. No, we do not speak of her lady that way, please. Don't say that, please.
Very cool. So, is there a library around here?
I believe there is one.
Yeah, you kind of know of one.
Over in the temple.
Not at the temple.
Not at the temple.
It's an actual library.
The Cobalt Soul, isn't it attached to the goddess of knowing?
Ayun, no, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm wrong.
It's sort of its own building.
So, it is under Ayun, and because she is the goddess of knowing, right? So it is a part of that. You know that the library of the Cobalt Soul is much more than just a library. Yes, it is a library of. If you want to say this, I'm just telling you what you know about it, Ashera. It's like a collective of just tons of informations that's there, but there's also other stuff that goes on there. A lot of it's secret because the Cobalt Soul is kind of where a lot of their secret stuff happens. But yeah, there is. It's one of the biggest libraries you could ever find, and they call their libraries archives. And they're always in the larger cities. This one being one of the largest cities, it's got one. Do you want to tell Critty this?
Christy, I tell you this. It's, we should go over there to the Penta Market. There's an area that's open to the public under supervision, but we I'm not sure when the High Priestess will speak with us, and not sure if it's a good idea to leave until we do.
Okay, I can wait. I have some books that I brought with me, but I've never been to another library. I haven't been to this town before, so it'd be really cool.
Yeah. Well, maybe since Ali is, she does also not need to speak with Satel with us, that if you were so inclined that you guys could go look at the city while we're waiting to hear from her.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. And I mean, you could always send Bruce after us if you want, because I know how to talk to Bruce if I use a spell, and he could tell us if he needed us to come back.
That would work out very well. So also I have a spell that I can reach out to your mind if you would consent.
That would be cool.
That would be okay. Okay.
That'd
Then
be cool.
if Bruce does not show up quick enough, then I'll reach out to you with my mind, and you two can go explore the city.
Yeah, I'll go out. I know Allie went to the garden, so I'll go ask her if she wants to explore with me, and if she wants to go to the library and do some research, or if she wants to like go around gardens or something, I guess.
Well, compromise. Sometimes you do things you want to do, and then you go do things she wants to do.
Yeah, that makes me a good friend. Okay.
It does make you a good friend.
I'll go find Allie.
Allie does like books as well, so she has been reading a lot and looking for something, so the library may be helpful.
All right,
So I'll go outside and find Allie.
You find Allie. She's out in the garden. She's kind of she looks calm and peaceful. And it's a beautiful garden. You've never seen this before. It is really nice, with the fountain and all kinds of things. I mean, it is a really huge open garden. In this giant, in the middle of the city, to have a garden like this is pretty nice. She kind of tells you the splendor and the power of the Raven Queen. You see Allie just kind of sitting next to the tree and just looking peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Perfect time for me to interrupt this.
Yes.
Wonderful piece.
Yes.
Hey, Allie. So I was talking to Ashira, and I asked her if there was a library, and she said there was a library, and I figured there's probably a really big library, and I've never been to this town before. So I thought, I really want to go to a new library and get some new books and maybe go see some stores. And she said that you don't have to go to see the Raven Queen either, so she thought maybe you'd want to go with me to the library. You want to go to the library?
Oh my. It's going to take a minute to come back to reality and deal with Pretty. Not a bad idea. I myself am looking for a little bit more knowledge, as things seem quite confusing to me right now. But before we depart, I'm going to walk over to a visitor here in the garden as well. And
the girl that's reading her book?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you go over to her, Critty's following along with you, and she looks up. She's like, yes?
Why is Critty with me?
Because Critty's following you like a puppy dog.
Great. And I'll say, pardon me, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
She kind of closes her books. That's not a problem. What's up?
So very nice to meet you. My name is Ali Al-Naftarin. I was out here just taking in the beautiful garden and this beautiful nature, and I noticed that you were reading, and I just thought I would ask what you might be studying up on or reading about.
I'm reading about herbs because I'm in charge of the garden.
That's wonderful. I love herbs. Actually, part of my childhood and my nature. Would you be willing, or could you tell me where you got the book?
I just bought it.
Do you know if the library here, the Coport Library, I believe it's called.
The which library?
I believe there's one in most of these towns.
You mean the Library of the Cobalt Soul?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Thank
Okay.
you. Do you know if they might have a copy?
Of this book?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they've got all kinds of books. I bought this one specifically because I did the thing about the Cobalt Soul, since you look like you're new here, is you can go in there. You can't take anything out of their archives. They're very adamant about that. They love to share knowledge, but you can't take anything out there unless I guess you're one of them. But if you want to find something, you can. I'm sure that they got okay.
May I inquire as to where you bought yours?
One of the bookstores in the Penta Market. It's just a basic book on herbs. I'm just kind of looking at some stuff I may want to grow in the garden. I'm just reading like, region, temperature, best time of year to plant, that kind of thing.
I see. That just makes my soul so happy. I'm glad to have met a person of commonality. What is your name?
Tiff.
Pardon?
Tiff.
And is this your natural, is this where you were born? Are you from this area?
Yeah, I was born in Sodash. Not in Sodash, I mean around the area, but small little suburb off the city. But yeah.
You've been so very kind, and I hate to intrude upon you any more because I know how horrible it is to be intruded upon when you're in meditation in the garden, or trying to read.
Oh, I was just reading. It's my little break. I mean, there's not much for me to be doing right now. I just check the plants and stuff, and I just like to take a little moment after I have my breakfast and enjoy the day before I get my day started. What's your other question?
Thank you so much. You're very kind. I was wondering if you might have ever heard or know anything about a family that I have been just intrigued by. I have just been wondering about them, and you seem to be a reader. So I was wondering if you have ever read or heard of a Whiston family.
I have not, but again, if you go to Library Cobalt Soul, look up lineage, probably their lineage area. They've got really good records there, so maybe you can find something on them.
I did want to pass along that the Whiston family, especially Jane Whiston, this may be good knowledge for you to have, is an orgonomist. So I thought you might be interested in that as well.
No.
Thank you so much for your information, and then I will turn around to Critty and I will say, oh my goodness, Critty. Okay, so where are we off to? I will be glad to accompany you.
Awesome. Let's go to the library. I can help you do your research, and I can just maybe see some new books.
That would be good. You said you would help me with some research.
Yeah, totally. I'm real good at research.
Wonderful. Are we walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. So you guys are going off to the library. The rest of you guys are summoned to Sadasol's office. You guys, after breakfast, are summoned to her office. You're escorted in. Blint takes you there. The one person escorts you in. She's in her normal regalia. Not too over the top, but her position is one of the high priestesses, and her position in the hierarchy of the church. She looks at you guys and says, well, my adventures have come back to me. And then she pulls out a big bag of gold. As promised, here's your payment.
I grab the gold.
She doesn't really care.
Thank you.
She has you guys sit down. And her office is huge, so it's not. She's got her desk behind you. Had the same design of the Raven and all that stuff you've seen before. She takes you over to the area where there's some couches. She's got her own chair. There's couches for each of you to sit in. There's a little bit of fire. It's now fall. It's a little cool. Not cool enough here, but there is starting to get to the fall, middle fall, late fall. So it is starting to get a little cold, especially in a place that's nothing but stone. So she's got a nice little fire going. She has you guys sit down and she says, I hear you did quite good work up north. She looks at you, Ashira, and you, Dromzel. So, tell me what you know.
Well, we found out that there has been some meddling in the Empire's military industrial complex.
And were you able to stop this from happening?
We did stop it, and we informed the local authorities as to the infiltration. We had a Yes, we had so we found that there was a maybe Reed could explain it better.
All right.
I could try to explain if that's okay.
There was an entrance into the Underdark.
We made them aware in the city.
Enemy
the
agents.
Underdark entrance was there.
Enemy agents came up through the Underdark, made contact with a formerly living disgruntled citizen of the Empire. Convinced him to either sabotage or share secrets of different technology of the Empire for war building. So at least that entrance to the Underdark there near Humperdinck is shut down now, so long as their guards are able to hold it. But I think it's definitely something that the Empire should be aware of at a bigger level. Because if they're starting to try to infiltrate, it may be a major escalation of the war.
I suspected the Kryn might be up to something. Very well. I did get some written reports sent to me already, so that is good. She kind of ponders. Well, I will have more need of you here soon, but for the moment, the day is yours. Do what you want, and I will summon you when I am ready, unless there's anything else you wish to report. It's not that I don't know already.
I believe that was all we had to report.
Oh. All right. Well, enjoy your day off, and I will confer with who I need to, and I will have more for you to do.
Thank you, High Priestess.
Indeed. All right, she stands up, and then she goes back to your desk. You guys are escorted out by her assistant, and you guys are free for the day. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Yay!
So we're going to go into the break, and then you guys can get something to drink, use the bathroom, whatever you need to do. We'll be back in about 11 minutes, 12 minutes, and then we'll take it from there. See you in a bit.
Hey everyone, Finity from Reality Skewed Gamers here, and I wanted to take a minute to thank every one of our fan and viewers out there for showing your love and support for RSG. Now, how can you continue to show your love and support for RSG? Well, first off, a simple thing, head on to our Discord, a growing community of gamers, great place for you. So if you're not on our Discord already, !Discord in chat will give you the link to join our Discord. And if you want to show your support for RSG as well, Twitch provides a lot of different ways where you can do that. Now, not only can you donate bits, and there's also a link down below for our stream elements where you can donate directly, but of course, Twitch provides the options for giving us your subscriptions. Now, we always appreciate all of our fans for subscribing, and of course, those that use your Twitch Prime on our channel, because we know you only get one of those. So spending it on RSG is a big deal, and we always appreciate it. And if you want to help others also to experience the true nature of RSG, you can also gift a sub to anyone in the chat as well. And for those of you that are Twitch Prime members, if you've given it to us before, we would always appreciate to get it again, but Twitch Prime does require you to do it each month. So if you haven't renewed your Twitch Prime already, whether you give it to RSG or another content creator, make sure you use that Twitch Prime, because that is a handy resource to help all content creators. RSG would not be here if it was not for all of the support from our viewers, and we hope to continue growing our channel and our charity efforts with your help. So for that, I, Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers, want to thank everyone out there and, of course, show you our love. So what I wanted to go over with you guys today is some of the artwork that you see in our D&D streams. You may have seen some of the artwork here done by the awesome Silverbolt from the community, and he has drawn all of the characters for this D&D campaign. But you really just see them in our little zoom windows, which is a little bit small, so I wanted to show these in full size so you could see some of the intricate details that he did put together. So, this character is the one that you may recognize as being played by Jaisa BM, and this is Alunath. She is a half-elf ranger, and you can see a lot of the details here with the use of her longbow, the sword that is kind of on her side there, and of course, the awesome little headband that Jaisa also wears on the stream as she plays her character. Next up is Ashira. Ashira is played by Gera Aurelios, and she is a warlock that is an Aasimar. Now, if you're not familiar with Aasimars, Aasimars are a really cool race in general. They are basically effectively Fallens of Celestials, so they have some really cool tricks. So hopefully we'll see whether or not Gera uses this and shows them to the members of the party. But she is a warlock, and this is a really cool, you can see that one of the key things about this, which was really cool because it was just the general concept, she has a crowbar on her back. Now, this was a really fun thing in the character development, and Gera really wanted to make sure that the crowbar was there, and Silverbolt did a great job of including it. The next one we have is Balin. That is my character. He is a human sorcerer. Now, he has some special abilities, and you guys will hopefully be able to see some of those as we progress, but you notice something very specific about this. You may not realize it, so I'm going to point out some of the little details here that are very easy to miss. One of them is that his left hand is the one that is glowing with the energy. Keep that in mind as you see my character doing certain things, but it is relevant, and Silverbolt did a great job of capturing it. The other part is that the tips of his hair up top are green, except for a ponytail that you can see coming off the right side of his head, which is black. Now, there is some significance for that. At some point, you may or may not find out about it. We'll see when the characters get into that part of the history, but there are some really intricate details that Silverbolt did include. The next one is Dromzel. Now, Dromzel is a orc cleric played by Grim, and you can see a lot of cool things about here. Of course, the metal armor, the great sword, and of course, the fire in his hand. Now, he is a cleric, but he does have some magic abilities, including things like Sacred Flame and other spells that can be cast by a cleric. So Grim is going to be there. You can see him as the massive orc. So make sure you watch for this character as well. The next one is Hadalin. Hadalin is our pipe-smoking dwarf fighter. He's a sword and board dwarf. You see it now with the axe, with the shield. You would have seen it in the combat here that we just had. And this is Corinth's character. Now, Hadalin is kind of that cantankerous dwarf. He is not the most charismatic of folks, but he is there with the party trying to help them survive and effectively babysitting us, as you kind of have seen. The next one is Reed. Speaking of babysitting, he is the closest equivalent looking to a baby. I know it came up in the second episode about how his height is about the same as a child. Reed is a halfling rogue. He is our stealth expert here. He is our rogue, which if you guys are familiar with rogues, they are the skill monkeys, and this is played by Johnny Moe. Now, the skill monkey is one that has a whole bunch of skills, and we will see all of the abilities that Reed has throughout this campaign. And then last but not least, our over-the-top Dragonborn Bard Togar, played by Bad Rongo, or as some people in the community like to call him, Bard Rongo. He is a flute-playing Dragonborn. You'll notice some little things about him. His appearance is that of a Dragonborn, but there's certain features that make him a little bit smaller looking, and that is because his history makes him the runt of the Dragonborn litter, so to speak. And Silverbolt did a great job of capturing some of these details. So these are some of the drawings that you guys can see in greater picture now. Thanks a lot to Silverbolt for drawing these. I hope you guys kind of like seeing this artwork up close and you enjoy it. We're getting ready for the second half here, but here's one more announcement before we kick it off. As we get ready to start again, I wanted to thank all of our viewers out there, especially the new ones, for, of course, watching the RSG channel. Now, for those of you that are new here, RSG is a very professional gaming channel, and we are here to provide you quality content. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of everything that RSG covers regularly. So from Mondays to Fridays during the 12 o'clock Eastern Time hour, we have on YouTube a live stream that we call the RSG Lunch Hour. Now, this is there to get you through the doldrums of the day, largely covers Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as our primary game, but we talk about anything and everything for you. Now, on Mondays, we do have Marbles Monday. Now, Marbles is a fun, interactive Twitch game that, if you are not familiar with, is really, really fun. And the way we do it at RSG is always a little bit different than the normal play. So please come out on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and join us for Marbles on stream. On Tuesday nights, we have our Don't Starve Together Tuesdays. And it's just what it sounds like, Don't Starve Together on Tuesday nights. And that's what we do at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with a great group of friends from the community. On Wednesday nights on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is our longest running Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream, which covers the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game. It is the longest running live stream in the galaxy for the game. So if you guys are interested in that or just want to check out what the game is about, make sure to head to that on our YouTube channel. On Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have coverage of State of Survival, another mobile app game. And so if you guys are interested in fighting zombies and surviving the apocalypse, make sure you check that out on YouTube. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays, we have Jedi Academy. Jedi Academy is a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes based stream. It's a pure question and answer stream done and hosted by RSG with a great group of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creators there to answer questions for the community for about 2 hours. So if you want to have your questions answered about this mobile game, head to our channel on YouTube on 10 a.m. Eastern Time and make sure that you are there to get your questions answered. On Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our D&D campaign right here. You guys are watching that now, and we really appreciate it and hope you guys are enjoying it, and we will continue to do this at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, we have our Star Wars Dungeons & Dragons campaign. That's right, 2 Dungeons & Dragons campaign, our regular, normal D&D 5e on Saturdays, and Star Wars on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch, we have our Sunday Night Gaming. Now, this is where we will rotate different games and just have fun with a group from the RSG community, and of course with you guys in chat. Some will be interactive, some will just be fun, some will be ridiculous. But even beyond all of these, from a Monday to Sunday schedule, we will have random streams throughout the week, both on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure that while you guys are here on Twitch, you hit that follow button so you can get notified whenever we go live. And with that, we're about to get started here with our Dungeons & Dragons stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little break, taken some time off, and get ready for the second half of the campaign. And on that note, I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers. Thank you guys for watching and hope you enjoy the second half.
No,
Are we back?
we're back, yeah. Hey, we're back. Everybody got some delicious food. And Maz Kanata says, gets a big thank you from Bruce as they've subbed to Tier 2 for 18 months in a row. Thank you, Maz Kanata.
Thank you, Maz.
All right. So, who wants to go first? We got the big group of adventurers that want to go do something, and we got Critty and Jasa, a.k.a. Allie, going to the Cobalt Soul Library.
Are we going first? Are we headed that way? Would you like to hear from us?
It's up to you. Okay, so Critty, you've been...
I'm walking speedily ahead, because I'm a ranger and all, and half health.
Oh, don't worry, Critty's got enough energy to
I'm at
walk.
half health. I can keep up.
Yeah, she's keeping up.
Much shorter, so her pace is not as far or
So-
as long.
I will jog.
I'm walking quick pace.
There is nothing that can keep me from books.
Who wants to take the
Very
lead?
cute.
Who wants to
Little.
take the lead to try to find the Cobalt? You've never been here before, so who wants to take the lead to find where the Cobalt Soul is?
Pretty familiar with this town, this area.
I've never been here before, but
You've
I'm
read
usually,
about it.
I read a book.
Well, what are our surroundings?
You guys are going down this main path in Zadash, right outside the Raven Queen's temple. You know where the Penna Market is, but you don't know where the Library of the Cobalt Soul is.
Other buildings around people.
Oh, there's tons of people out today, and it's a weekday. There's tons of activity. There's tons of people. Yeah.
Market people. So,
Mixture of guards pulling their duty. There's vendors. There's people carrying stuff. There's all kinds of activity.
Critty, look right over there. Do you see that woman?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that look like the thing you described as peanut butter? It also looks like she may have some of that stuff like jelly.
That's just what it
I'm
looked like
going
in
to
my
have
mind.
you both get struck by lightning if you don't end this conversation quickly.
No, we should go out. You should go to the vendor and buy some of that peanut butter and jelly. And
There
then
is no peanut butter and jelly, Allie. I'm going to hit you with lightning.
Oh,
Not bad if I ask that nice looking lady how to
there
get
is
to the library.
here of good berry jelly. I'm very familiar.
I am.
Go to the vendor and pay her for about.
Bahamut is about to breathe fire from the heavens on you two. I swear to God.
I will go up to the nice lady and ask where I can find the library.
All right,
That's
make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she gives up the goods easily. She just gives you directions, and it's a little ways off, about 20-minute walk from where you're at. It's on the other side of where you're at, near the, as she puts it, the nicer part of town. But you guys make your way there. You go through the Penna Market. You go in the direction that you're going to go. You get to the Cobalt Soul. You see this ginormous building. Like, you've never seen anything like this before, Critty. And you've never seen anything like this before, really, Allie. I mean, you've seen some big structures in your day, but this is still pretty impressive even for you. And you see there's statues and stuff like that. You see people walking in and out of the front entrance and stuff. You see all kinds of people in robes. You actually see a monk or two walking back in and out from this area. You guys walk in. As you walk into the library, you see that there is a bunch of, there's 3 desks. There's people waiting in line, and there's doors behind each, to the side of each of these, and you guys wait in line. You see that there's scholars and all kinds of people here going in and out of those. They go into the door, so it looks like, from what you can gather, Critty, you have to go to the person, tell them what you want to look for, and then they escort you to this next room where probably you'll be escorted.
So just for reference, I look as peaceful and calm now as Allie looked in the garden.
But what are you really? Are you peeing?
my
Are you peeing yourself right now, or
I'm sorry?
are you about to pee yourself? Because you.
No. No, I'm like super zen and chill and very still. And
Allie,
quiet.
this is scaring you because you've never seen Critty so quiet and peaceful in your life.
But hey, before we walked in, would it be okay to could I use a ranger? Like use a spell?
Yeah, what spell you want to use?
I just wanted to use what I always use and that you always say never works. I wanted to, hold on.
You actually, when you cast a spell,
No,
I know which one you're casting.
no,
Oh, which one are you
Hold on.
casting?
no. It's the one where I can sense,
Sense evil, angelic, demons, all that kind of stuff.
yes, dragons, etc.
Right.
Hunter's Mark?
No, it's not Hunter's Mark.
Primeval awareness.
Primeval awareness.
Primeval awareness.
Did you say jelly demons?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
I'm gonna mute you. Y'all keep pushing me on this peanut butter and jelly stuff. I'm gonna take action. Don't be that one. It's strange when you cast a spell. You get a sense of good. Feels like almost divine presence, but you cannot pinpoint it. It's like all around you. It's weird.
All good?
Yeah, you don't get any demons or anything at this location. Which you really wouldn't expect from the Temple of Vayu.
Sure.
But you do sense some sort of divine kind of presence. Can't really ascertain or pinpoint the location for some reason, but you do get a kind of...
Does it make me feel peaceful?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it would. It's kind of like one of those oh moments. All right, so you do that. Critty, it's your turn. You go up to the desk. There's the one you chose has got a older man there. He's like, "Welcome to the Cobalt Soul. How can I be of assistance to you today?"
Thank you, sir. We would like to do some research on a particular person. I'm just like really calm, very collected.
All right. Go through the doors there. He writes some stuff on a little bitty piece of paper. Hand this to the person, and then they will direct you to where you'll need to go.
Thank you.
All right. You guys, you go to the door, you open it up, and in there's kind of a room, a next room you go into. You see it's a much bigger room. And you see that there's you wait. Someone comes in, takes someone out. There's people ahead of you, right? And so they're being escorted. And finally, a young man comes up. It's like, "Hi there."
Hello.
He's like, "Let me see your. Okay, you're looking for lineage. Is that what you're looking for?"
Yes, please.
Well, that's just spectacular, don't you know? All right, let's get you squared away there. Probably go to the lineage area. Follow me, and we'll get you there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He opens the door, gets you into. As soon as you open it to the next room, Critty, you have died and gone to book heaven. 5 layers with tens of thousands of books, and each layer has tons of shelves and scrolls and people with desks and things of that nature.
Those ladder things, do they have?
Yes. And you can see that the people are moving around magically. I mean, you have died and gone to the Dewey Decimal Heaven there, Critty.
Nerdgasm.
Yes. As Allie had her sense from her spell going, oh, that's happening to you right now as you see this gigantic, beautiful, in order library with more books than you have ever seen in your life. And so I was like, all right, let's go this way over here. The guy's directing you. You guys go up to the 3rd level. He takes you to the back. You go around a bend. And you see that each of these levels has an unbelievable amount of books just on the levels, right? There's the open area, but it does not really show you the amount of bookshelves. And they're stacked like 10 high of books and stuff. And he sits you down next to a desk. And he tags a little number. And he looks at you. He's like, all right, he goes, if you're looking for names, there's on this shelf over here. You can just get some basic information about names there. There's some other books on it over there. If you need anything, tap the little thing here and make a noise. I'll come and help you out. But I've got to get some more people there. Now the rules are: be quiet, don't make a ruckus, no magic casting while you're inside in here. Fair enough.
Absolutely.
And the other thing is that you can't take anything with you. You can write anything you want. So if you want to write, you can write whatever you want, don't you know? And then if you put it back, and you can take all the information out, but you can't take any of the stuff that's here with you. Sound like a plan?
That's perfect.
All right. Well, if you need anything, ladies, just let me know, and have a good one. All right.
Do you have any paper that's or scrap paper?
No, we don't. You're supposed to bring that yourself there, don't you know?
I have some, Allie.
Oh, there you go. See, your friends got you squared away. Pretty good there.
I've never heard of a library without scrap paper. I'm just saying.
They're not hooking you up. Well, you don't know this.
It's also an archive. It's not a library. French.
It's
Archive.
All right, so we'll leave you guys there. You guys have made it into the Cobalt Soul Library. All right, what are the rest of you knuckleheads doing?
I'm gonna have to go and go off and see some people I know in town.
He's got to go see a man. He knows a man.
Theoretically, 2 women about a man, but so out of character. I'm gonna have to go to the servers' assembly.
I know. All right, so you're gonna go do that. So Ray's gonna go do his thing. Actually, let's do that now. Is anybody else doing anything? Just tell me now, and then we'll go in order.
I'm just going down to the market.
All right, you're gonna go to the market. Where's anybody else doing anything today?
Just so we split up the money right. If we're giving it out to 7 of us,
right?
If we're saying it was 250 gold we just got, that's 35 gold, 7 silver, 1 copper each.
There you go.
Or if we're doing an 8-way split.
I did split it.
Yes, we're going to force you to do that at knife point.
Take it.
Or if we're giving Critty a share, 31 gold, 2 silver, 5 coppers. So we go in 7 or 8.
I never had a contract with Critty, so she got
sorry,
the
Critty.
loot from the cave. So, but this one.
Okay,
was...
so sorry, Critty.
What was the number again?
So it's 35 gold, 7 silver, and 1 copper each.
Can you give out of mine to Critty 5 gold? Whatever. What is it?
You can do that. I'm not an accountant. Like this is the calculator.
Make that happen for me.
I got faith you can do math yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So you're doing that. Anybody else? Anything you guys want to do today? You have a free day.
I want to go see Pumat.
I figured you were such a.
So I'll go with whoever's seen Pumat.
Well, so you say you're going to go visit Pumat.
Guess I'll go with them.
I mean, I want to see Pumat as well, so I guess I could go there first, and then I'll split off.
I'll go with them as well.
Isn't Pumat Soul like in the market?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything is in the Penta market, pretty much.
That's where I'm going, man.
I would like to go as well to Pumat.
Let's go shopping!
Right?
Followers.
I'll reach out to Critty using the spell and let her know that we're all headed over there.
All right. You get this message in your head, Critty, basically from Ashira, saying that they're going over to see Pumat Soul. You don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
And then I respond to her. I tell her, if you ask, they will know.
If you build it, they will come.
There's a voice in my head that keeps telling me things
It's
I
Ashira.
don't know.
It's Ashira.
Remember, I asked if I could send you messages.
You can send messages, but the way it's send message, right? So you send it to Critty, she can respond, right? But remember, each time you do it, you have to use a spell slot.
But ding, you've got mail.
Yes.
I feel like Ashira is telling me that they're going to go on a mini side quest.
I'm
All
going
right.
to turn back to my research with Allie.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that here in a little bit. All right, so you guys make your way to the market. You guys know where this is. You go to Pumont Soul's shop, and you walk in. There's a few people there, and you see Pumont, one of the Pumonts, and there's like, "Well, welcome there to Pumont's there, Pumont Souls. Oh, I think I remember you guys. How's it going? You look a little different."
It's been a few weeks. How you been, fella?
It sure has. Well, we're doing pretty good there, selling stuff and making those magical things. What brings you by today?
Well, I think we're all going to be looking to see if we can peruse your wares for starters, and see what else you may be able to do.
Oh, one of those kind of days, eh? All right,
you know.
all right. I got you. Hey, Pumont. Yeah, Pumont. Can you come over here and give me a hand with these wonderful people? Yeah, I'll be right there. And you see the other Pumont still come over there, and it says, "Welcome to Pumont." I already did that. Oh well, all right then. What can we do you for today? What are you in the market for?
Well, and I'm not drawing it as a weapon. I'm just showing you. I'll pull my
Upgrades.
bow up off of my back. I'll lay it down on the countertop. I'll say, it served me well for years, but I'm hoping to either make it a little stronger or perhaps maybe trade it in for a new one. It's maybe a little bit better.
All right. What kind of pole is it?
Well, it's a bow. It's a short bow.
A short bow, eh?
Yep.
All right. Let me see here. So are you looking to make it do more damage, or you want it to hit better, or what would you
both
like
would
to
be
do?
wonderful.
All right.
It'd be wonderful.
Well, each of those incantations to add that damage, or to make it more accurate, you might. It's going to cost you a little money there. Probably run you at 300 gold to do one or the other each. Because it's the cost of us, time, and we got in.
Oh no, it's more than fair. More than fair. Let me ask you. I have on me this rapier. I've used it for years. It's a good quality rapier. Nothing magical about it, as you can see. And then I also have an old set of leather armor. Could I maybe trade them in?
I mean, it'll help a little bit, but I mean, you're still going to have to pony up some money there, buddy.
Oh yeah, it's no problem. I've got about 240 gold on it.
240 gold, you say? Make a persuasion check.
Damn. 17.
All right, I guess he kind of looks it over. What do you think, Pumont Soul? Well, I think it's we can do a little deal here. 240 gold plus the 2 items here. I think we can work something out with you there.
You're fantastic, fellas.
All right, which one did you want us to do? It's going to take about 2 days to get that enchantment on your bow there.
Well, I'm already a fairly decent shot. So maybe the damage.
All right, we'll add that damage to your bow, and we'll have that ready for you in about 2 days.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, fellas.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure as always.
I see the goth-looking kid over there was looking at us with magical intent. Don't tell me, I'll remember your name, Mr. Baloon.
Balin, that is close.
Well, we took a crack at it,
Well, I appreciate it, and thank you for remembering. As you can tell, I'm not the sturdiest of folks, so I was.
Well,
I was
that's what they say about us, but we handle ourselves pretty well. He's
So
a giant furball. I mean, he's
So I was wondering if maybe, even though I'm not skilled at wearing armor, you had something that could help me protect myself.
It's a little crazy there when you talk about when you're trying to use magic with armor. Are you looking for something in smaller package, or are you looking for something a little bit more in the actual wearing of a garment or something along those lines?
I am actually looking for something that I can wear. Out of character, I can tell you what it is if that makes it easier. I'm looking for elven armor.
Elven armor.
Elven chain.
Elven
chain is what it's called.
Boy, I tell you, that's a tough item to come across. Let me look here.
Damn.
I actually have to get the other book because you made me look something else up there, you little rascal. Got all this inventory I gotta check here for you.
Meanwhile, Ranger's like, oh man, I wish he would have rolled I get to kill Finn.
Well, it crossed my mind, but it didn't happen that way.
And then Finn would just go and roll up another rogue.
The very last one I had is on hold for Alan's death.
All right, there's some elven armor there, eh? Oh boy,
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got in our inventory and give you a price check there for you.
That would be appreciated.
Well, that's what we do. Are you looking just for a chain shirt, or are you looking for the whole kit and caboodle?
I am looking for the whole kit and caboodle. I guess the whole elven chain item.
All right.
You want me to link it to you from D&D Beyond Ranger?
No, I don't.
Will that help? Oh, okay.
The length of time is how much it's going to cost you.
That's a good cost. That's a good point there, young lady.
Seems pretty obvious.
I think it's just because he has to find it. It's actually not the most complicated of items, but
I know, but I'm looking at a couple things here.
yeah.
Because I have to figure out the price, too. That's not good. All right, we got a chain shirt here. It's pretty rare. It's going to cost you a little money there. But, yeah, chain shirt like that. We do happen to have one in stock. It's going to cost you about 500 gold.
Mm. I unfortunately don't have quite that much, but
Well, how much do you have there, my friend?
I have 260.
All right, let me see what we can do here. Hey, Pumak, do we have anything on light or something for this young gentleman here? Yeah, let me go scrape through some stuff here. And he goes back to you, start hearing all this shuffling. Comes back. He's like, all right, we got this one. It's a little used. It's not as pretty. It's still nice. It's nice looking. Still gives you that same kind of bonuses that you're looking for. It gives you a +1 to your AC. We can do it for 300 gold, but that's about as far as we can take it.
I'll kind of look at
I can give you the rest out of my share, Balin.
and I will pay you back, Hadlin. Thank you.
What's that item called again?
Elven chain shirt.
Okay.
The other one was like super fancy and very shiny. This one's just, it's gray. It's got a little bit of a leaf design on it, but it still does the same thing, but it just doesn't have the look of it as you would like, but it's still as effective.
Perhaps we can work some of your training into cleaning it up it'll be a good idea.
That's a good call there, Master Dwarf. Put that little guy to work. You know, I always say if you're gonna have an item, keep it clean and keep it shiny. It looks nice. I mean, you should have seen this thing before we got our hands on it. Filthy and dirty, and we had to really, had to get really in there and, with a little brush and clean this up. It took a while to get that squared away.
It's probably too expensive.
Yes.
I was going to say, the other thing you might be able to look at, people up around the area where I grew up.
Where would that be? I don't know where you're from there, my friend.
Well, I'm more towards the middle of the continent. But have you heard of Pride Soak?
I have indeed.
It's probably about as expensive as the original thing he was looking at, though. So.
Well, that's what he asked us for. I mean, usually I said a chainmail like this can run you, usually it goes, we were being pretty kind with the 500, but usually those go for like 800 to 1,000 for a shirt like that.
You are.
Oh, yeah,
you
more
are
than
correct.
fair.
That you are being very good with your prices today, Pumats.
Well, we gotta, we gotta make some inventory here, Space, so we're trying to be a little nicer to you guys today. I felt bad last time you came in. You couldn't buy a damn thing.
We had about 2 pennies to rope together.
Well, it seems like you got a little bit more than 2 pennies this time.
And that's why we're back.
Well, that's pretty good. All right, you got the rest of your party here. They're looking to purchase any kind of items or anything like that?
I was wondering, maybe if you had any cloaks or cards or something for a bard.
Well, we all got all kinds of great stuff for bards. We got musical instruments. We've got cloaks. What are you in the market for there, buddy?
I had a couple close calls on our last little walk around town,
that sounds rough.
Something that a bard needs. A little bit of concealment, maybe a little bit of cover.
What a bard wants. What a bard
Well,
needs.
let me check a gander at what we got for your cloaks. Give me a second. I gotta find the inventory. All right. Are you trying to be stealthy with your cloak, or trying to do something?
All the things that help me not get hit.
To not get hit, you say?
Yes, sir.
From magic, or from arrows, or swords, or people with bad tempers? What are we trying to do here, buddy?
We all
I seem
frequently
to have
want to
a-
smack him.
That's the thing.
Well, we do have cloaks that
Kobolds and teammates.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem, but we do have some cloaks here that can help. We got a cloak of displacement. We got a cloak of invisibility, and we've got a cloak of protection. I think if you don't want to be hit at all, if you don't want to be seen, you get the invisibility one. The cloak of protection.
That sounds like an X.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be in your price range.
What's the going rate on your cloak of?
That's going to be about 5,000 gold there for you.
5,000 gold. I feel like you want to protect me as much as I want to protect myself.
That's not true. We like to protect our business needs.
What can I do to help relieve you from that cloak of invisibility?
Give me 5,000 gold.
I'm sorry, man. I don't have 5,000 gold, but
Tolgar, what are you trying to actually do? Be invisible, or?
Yeah, the cloak of protection, it doesn't turn you invisible, but it'll give you a little bit more protection from all those people like your friends trying to stab you. That'll give you a +1 AC, and that's going to be a little bit more in your price range there. I could sell you that one for. I could sell one for you for 225 gold.
I could do
That's a great
200
price.
gold. That's all I got.
Well, it's your choice there, my friend. 225 gold's pretty good price there. Usually go a little bit more, but I said we're trying to make some inventory space.
All right. 225 gold for a cloak of protection.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bank of Hadelin will give you the rest.
That's a deal.
That's a great price.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. All right. Anybody else in the market for some great magical items?
I think I will have to return later.
All right, young lady. Whenever you're ready, we'll be here ready to get you whatever you need for your to accommodate your needs for magical stuff.
I appreciate that so much, Puma.
I know you do. I can tell. You seem like a lovely lady.
And you are very kind, sir.
Well, I don't mean to brag. See what she said there, Puma? Maybe if you're a little nicer, you might get some the ladies to hit on you a little more. Well, I'm not much of a ladies' man. Well, if you don't act that way, they won't respond. All right. Anybody else looking to get their hands on some items? Anything
I
for
will
you?
wait for my friends to pay me back, and then I maybe.
All right. Well, it looks like you got some good stuff on you already there, Master Dwarf. So, as I said, here, Pumots, we're here to please. So if you ever need anything, boy, all you got to do is come on back and we'll get you taken care of.
Thank you very much, Pumat.
Well, thank you for your patronage. It's very much appreciated. So you guys have a great day, and whenever you come back, let us know, and we'll get you squared away. And you, sir, come back in 2 days. Maybe tomorrow we'll have it done, but we'll have that bowl for you pretty squared away here pretty quickly.
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. All right. Diddly, diddly, diddly. All right, we move back over to Allie and Critty. All right. Allie, you're trying to get Critty to look up something for you. What are you trying to get information? You need to be specific. This is out of character. So what are you looking to find?
I'm looking to find June Wisdom.
June Winston.
And if I can't, then actually, since we're here and it's universal, like it's all the knowledge, right? Pretty much. Can I ask her to tell me the entire Wisdom, like the history?
Yeah. All right, Critty, I need you. Let me see what I want you to roll here. I'm gonna do this. All right, make a intelligence check for me, please. Okay. Now make a history check for me, please. Okay. And then make a perception check for me, please.
Come on.
All right. So, Critty, based off that, you start looking through the order of the books. You find one you think it is. It's a book of family trees and names in the Empire. So you open the book. It is a huge volume, almost as big as you are. You open it up, dust goes flying off everywhere. It's been a while since this book's been open. You get the smell of old pages right in the face. But you love that smell, so it's like parfum for you. You look, there's no table of content, but it is in alphabetical order, you think. But then you start rummaging through the book, and excuse me, and then you see that it is really a everything. The names are alphabetical, but they're by regions and all this other stuff. So it's going to take you a bit to do it, but you do figure out the order of the book. Then you start looking for the specific name of Winston. In your research, you do find that you don't find any specific names. However, there is a couple pages that are talks about the Winston family lineage. The Winstons came from another continent. It doesn't give the specifics. It just says they were immigrants to this land from the south, and that they worked their way and became traders in the north, and they became well known as traders in the north. Mainly, it was a human race that initially, from what you can gather, were known for hunting furs, things of that nature. They were a clan, small group, family group that's way up in the north. You see a passage that talks about their relationships with the elven tribes and clans of the north, the great elven nations of the north, that they did a lot of trading and stuff there. And that you can mainly find them in the north of the continent, where they've last been kept, their last known whereabouts, mainly, near the Quanon Breach, near Shady Creek Run. You have them up in the Pearlbow Wilderness in the Savalier Wood, in those areas, but mainly in the Savalier Wood. That's all you can find through your extensive research, that the Winstons came from the south, moved their way through Sadash, moved their way up north, have migrated to the north, and you think on yourself, it kind of makes sense. She's half elf, so somewhere, even if it's just recent, some kind of marriage relationship happened where she, either the mom or the dad, was full elf, but you don't know the whole story. But you know that the Winstons, it makes sense. She's from that family is known in that area, but it doesn't give you any specifics other than that.
Okay, I'll relate all of that to Allie.
There you go, Alec.
Allie will start crying silently, not out loud, tears rolling down her face. And I will say, thank you, Craig. The knowledge you've given me is more than you could ever imagine.
All right.
Where's
That takes you about half the day, Critty, to figure all that out. It was a lot of turning to the pages and looking for bits of information and kind of going through the book and figuring out how the book is organized and everything. Is there anything you want to look up?
No, not for me. I really wanted this to be for Allie.
Okay.
I wanted to see the library myself, so I don't have particular research I want.
All right. So it'll be about past lunch and in the afternoon when you guys get done. All right. Back to the other group. The other group are done in Pumont Soul. You walk out. Reader, you're going to go do your thing.
Yeah, guys, I gotta go run an errand. So I'll meet up with you at the Temple of the Raven Queen a little later on.
Can I come with you, BFF?
I'd take you with me, but it's sort of a private thing.
Hey, Togar, we'll go get drunk. Let's go.
Got it, like my book. Understood.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm going back to the temple.
I am also going to go back to the temple and do some praying and stuff.
Okay. Drom, Adeline?
Really? I
don't
can't
know.
think of anything right now.
Okay, so you guys all go back to the temple. All right, Reed, where are we headed, brother, specifically?
All right, Cerberus Assembly. I'm gonna go to the headquarters. Supposed to go and meet Grayley and Bailey there.
Okay, give me a second. And who are you meeting again?
Grayley and Bailey Kilnick.
Oh, I thought you said something else. So I was like, wait a minute, who are you meeting there?
I'm just gonna randomly bump into people.
Hey, have you seen these two lovely ladies? All right, you go to the Severus Assembly. You know the entrance. You know the secret word to get in. You're able to get in there. You don't like this place, but it's a necessary evil in your former line of work. That being said, there is a meeting area there, kind of like a little bar, and you see when you walk in, you see that there are two beautiful, beautiful women, and you know for a fact who those women are because you know they're not going to be walking around in the daytime as dark elves in the middle of Sadash. So you know that they are completely disguised either through magic or other means.
I'm assuming that it's dark in the bar.
It's low lit, but it's still enough to you recognize who they are immediately. You've worked with them before, you know the deal.
And I'll know what they drink.
Oh yeah, they've got elven wine in front of them.
I'll walk over towards the barkeep first. I'll order 2 elven wines and closest thing I have to a bourbon.
He puts the 3 goblets in front of you and in the small little glass and pours you a nice clean glass of whiskey and gives you the 2 glasses of wine.
What do I owe you?
It's on the house.
Thank you, pal. I'll take it with me. I'll walk over to the 2 women.
Just as you turn around, you see the one girl's kind of signing at the bartender. That's why you got all nervous.
I'll smile at her. I'll walk on over with them.
You see the ladies sitting there waiting for you. You come up and say hi to them.
How you been?
Well, we've been wonderful. How are you?
I'm here.
Hold on, I gotta get my notes out. Back to my notes. Oh, it's a mess. I got so much crap. Bear with me.
No problem.
Okay. So Grayley looks at you, and Brayley kind of just taps you on the shoulder, signs. You're like, how are you doing?
I'll smile at her. Give her a little thumbs up. Doing all right. How was your trip?
She starts signing. She goes, oh, she kind of makes that face like, oh shit. And her sister's like, I'll talk for the both of us, Brayley. Trip was illuminating.
In what way?
Well, we found out some information that might be pertinent for you.
I'll slide the 2 goblets of wine over towards the 2 of them. I'll look at the one of bourbon myself.
It seems your hunch about your friends. She forgets. She starts. Her voice changes into her draw voice. How does one say it? Your hunches were correct about the people you think were responsible for what you asked us to look into, yes?
That's what I thought. I will down the entire thing of bourbon in one shot.
But we did not take the action like you said, so we are here.
What proof did you find?
Oh, you know we have our ways. But
I know you do, but you also know me.
I do, but let's just say we got the information our way from intelligence sources. Let's say we were not kind about it.
It's fine with me.
Her voice slips back into her jaw voice. Now, we have done our part of the bargain. You'll help us in what we need.
I will.
All right.
I just need you to go and say the name.
The name of what?
The family, which
The one you told me. I don't have it written down, but the one you thought it was.
I'm digging through my notebook now.
Yeah, it's that's the name she said. I don't have it in front of me, so.
The Jaggernauts family.
There you go. All right. So, in return, we have the mission for you. It's quite simple. We must go and intimidate a merchant.
Which merchant?
One of the low-life scum here.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Well, deals in the manners of the flesh. Has not been paying does not been making the payments like they want. We've been hired to reinforce that they must maintain their ties to our organization. You know that this is a front, but it still must follow the proper ethical.
Aye. What do they normally paddle?
Well, it's a safe house for us. Gives us the cover to do the work that we do. However, it must be profitable, yes. We cannot be looking the money. And the owner decides he does not want to pay on time. So we must remind him that while we own this, he must pay.
Fair enough. So you need him alive.
Yes, just to intimidate him, that's all.
I rough him up if I need.
Yes, we do not need to kill anyone. We just need to enforce the message.
I look at her and I smile and say, you know damn well they can live through a lot.
This is true. So meet us here tonight and we will we have the way in and we will make the intimidation.
Fair enough. What time?
Let's just say at the midnight.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
All right. And you head back to the temple.
Yep.
Critty, Allie, you guys make your way back to the temple. By the time you guys get all said and done, it's mid-afternoon. You guys kind of relax a little bit. And then it's dinner time. Those that want to pray can pray and do your religious things. But it is your free day. If there's anything else you want to do for the other remainder of the day, you can. Let me know now. If not,
I'd like to go shopping in the market.
All right. So you go to the Pinta Market.
I'm following along.
No, you there's all kinds of stuff. You see jugglers and street musicians and people clasping and people dancing and music playing and people selling their wares and doing all this just incredible stuff. And there's just all kinds of things. You've seen the market in your town, but this blows this away. I mean, you've never seen anything like this. Colorful banners are out. Recent celebration. You can see that they're getting ready as fall for the Harvest Festival that's done here. You've heard about it. A lot of, from your reading, Sadash has a lot of celebration. They like to keep the people minds preoccupied with the thought that a lot of their loved ones are on the front line with war. So, what are you looking to do?
Well, I'm looking for an herbalism kit.
All right.
I want to get started with that.
All right. So you go into a local shop. It's easy enough to do. It's like a couple silver. It's got your basic ingredients for herbalists and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm going to buy one of those.
You buy one.
Lovely. You said a couple silver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm probably going to go to a bookstore after this. That's probably going to take me a lot of time, though. So if Allie wants to find something, you know.
Allie, is there anything you're interested in buying
I'd be
or
patient.
looking at or anything?
I want to go peruse the boots. Is
Okay.
this like a general
There's
store?
actually there's a leather worker nearby. It's actually a cobbler that's got some nice boots out and stuff. He kind of catches your eye as you're walking by. Really nice boots.
I'll walk up to him and I will say, kind sir.
He's an older guy with one eye closed and a toothpick in his mouth. He's outside with all of his main stuff there. Got a little shop behind him, but it looks like he does his work inside that shop, but he puts all his wares outside in front of his little store here. He's like, "All right, miss, what can I get you?"
Highly impressive work. I've only seen this
Well, thank
twice.
you.
And I will tell you, this is quite impressive. I'm very interested. But I'm looking for a particular boot.
What kind of boots are you looking for? Are you looking at something more stylish or?
I'm looking for more transitional cold weather boots, but climbing boots as well.
So kind of a winter boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that. So he shows you a couple of different ones that he has, and it'll be like 8 silver for one, 9 silver for the other pair.
I will take the highest quality of those, and then
Yeah.
Is this like Cabela's or something?
It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's a boot. It's got fur on the top, so you don't want to really wear this unless you're in a northern climate because your feet will be hot and sweaty. But they're really sturdy on the bottom when they've got ridges on them, so it makes like climbing in treacherous terrain, easier. The front is solid to protect your feet from like rocks, things of that nature as best it can. You think it might even be like some metal inside there, and the rest is it's got some lacing and straps that strap onto the side to secure the boot in a way that makes it easier for you to have less room. These are meant to be, and this since these are leather bound boots, you're going to have to wear them and break them in, but once they do, they'll form to your feet in a way that when you first wear them, you have to wear them in, but that's when you get the blisters and things of that nature. But once they set in on your feet, then you'll be good to go.
Kind of like a magic boot.
So yeah, you're able to get some nice boots.
May I inquire about another pair of boots? And those would just be a shoe basically I must have a boot, and it must be a thin leather boot with that's adaptable to water.
He does have a pair of those. That's a seven more silver for those. And
then I will walk over and I will buy as many arrows as.
Yeah, you're able to replenish your supplies. That's not a problem either. Critty, you walk into one bookstore. It's there's like 3 bookstores here. You walk into one, you don't really find anything of interest. You walk to the next one, you don't find anything. You walk to the third one, really nice store, and there's a young kid. He's sitting there with a straw hat on and a piece of straw in his mouth, and he's sitting in the store behind the desk, and he's got glasses on, and he's just kind of sitting back and reading, and he's like, well, hello there.
Hi, I'm Critty.
Well, I'm glad to meet you, Critty. What can I do for you?
I love books. I spend a lot of time in libraries, but do you have any books that you recommend?
Well, depends there, little darling. What are you looking for?
Oh, I'd like some fiction books, and I like to research things, and I know I want to get an atlas because I'm on my adventure.
Hold on. Let's go back there a step.
I get excited.
All right, the first book you're looking for, you said, was fiction.
Fiction.
He says, all right, come with me. He takes you over. There's a whole shelf of books, different stories. Mm-hmm. I guess you would find something. You find one about this one adventure you think would be kind of interesting, so you grab that up. And then you said, you did say you needed an atlas?
Yeah, I want to get an atlas because I'm traveling to new places.
That's all right. That's all I needed to know. He goes and grabs one of the, looks like he's got a whole stack on it back in this back area, and grabs one of the atlases. This is
out of my pile.
Past year. And he says, all right, what else are you looking for?
I'm thinking about starting researching something, and I'm trying to decide maybe what kind of new skills I should develop while I'm adventuring. And I was thinking maybe a new language, or maybe learning more about maybe nature. I don't know. What do you think? What's popular?
Let's try a language.
Okay.
What language would you like to get your grubby paws on?
Let's see. I was actually just trying to think about that. And I was just out of character trying to click on the list of languages. It is not... I don't see where it is. You're gonna have to come back to me because I don't know what language.
Are we like getting to choose from things like that we really, really want?
Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to get to.
Well, if you're trying to get the ancient bow of God slaying, no, Allie, you're not getting what you really, really want.
I really, really want.
Your man.
So tell me what you want.
I maybe would have chosen something else. I didn't know it was like a magic place. Although I did want beads. I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get
buyer's regret?
Does he have language books, like every language available?
Your more uncommon languages, like anything like Abyssal or Undercommon, like that. He's got a book on Elvish, Gnomish, Dwarvish, stuff like that. More common languages for the Empire,
which I already speak all of.
So yeah, he doesn't really have anything that would be in your forte.
Okay. If
it's something unique, you're not. He doesn't have that kind of.
Okay, so I don't have to keep looking through these. He's not going to have it.
Yeah.
I'll just take a basic kind of encyclopedic book then.
He gives you. Well, he kind of notices your kid, and he says, "Well, why don't you try this herbalist book?"
Sounds good.
All right, he adds.
I just bought this new kit, so more research on that would be good.
All right, he says, "All right, that's going to be a gold and 4 silver."
Okay. And I'm having this feeling that people around me want me to research making preserved fruits. Do you have any culinary books I could get?
Man, and you were the only one on Ranger's good side too. Wow.
No, we don't have any books like that.
Okay.
Tell your friends maybe they should visit a farm and live a life of farming.
Julia Child's Dwarven Book of Cooking.
Oh, today we're going to be making a delicious raspberry job.
Oh,
hello.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said a gold and 4 silver for my books?
Yes, for the 3 books that you want. There you go.
And a masticated legume spread on good berry jam.
We are not amused.
You don't even know how good it is.
How to make nut putty.
I forgot to mute.
All right, with your purchases and with your...
They sell nut paste here?
There's no such thing as nut paste.
That's why I said nut putty.
Reed, roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh.
I am guessing diarrhea.
No, I've got to set an example here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I told you guys were pushing it.
91.
You shouldn't have to suffer for my...
You get athlete's foot.
Oh. I don't wear shoes anyway. That's kind of natural.
It's really itchy.
You're a hobbit.
It's really itchy and it burns.
My feet are furry and leathery.
Well, right now they're crackly and chafed.
That's all right.
You stepped in some horse poo poo and they got infected. So you'll need to put some powder on them. That's all. All right.
I have a chapter on that in my book.
Athlete's foot are putting powder on something.
It's a combo. There's horse shit involved too, but it's amazing.
God.
So anyway, everybody gets back to the temple with their
150 Shades of Rango.
the purchases. The purchases complete.
Wow.
All right. You guys sit down for
That's
dinner.
a lot of shades of Rongo. Holy crap.
All right. So you guys have your wares in tow. You go back to the temple. Reed, you'll be able to pick up your bow. So remember, you don't have your bow right now, but you can pick that up.
A day or two.
Yeah, a day or two. You know, but over there, yeah, Puma soul. So you guys want to talk during dinner? Go ahead. If not, then I'm gonna skip ahead.
Who's at dinner?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Including like other people from the Raven Queen Temple or just us?
Yeah, there's people coming in and out and eat during dinner time. Some eat earlier than others, but
Okay. No, I'm just curious. Okay. I'm good.
I mean, the people you see here are more of your common priests, priestesses, things of that nature that have been out in the day doing their stuff. They come in for a bite, grab something to eat, and then, do the rituals, head back out if they have, because, a lot of them do last rites, things of that nature, do ceremonies for people that have died, passed away, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of in and outs going on.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as Balin keeps his disgusting looking hand covered, I'm fine with just eating.
Actually, he's wearing his gloves still, as far as I understand, right, Balin?
Yeah, I'm still wearing the glove on the left.
Yeah,
Right.
It should just be like stigmata here.
That I'm good to eat dinner.
Yeah, so you guys have a nice dinner. It's soup. It's a simple soup. It's
Scorching hot sandwich.
no sandwiches tonight, just bread and soup. But the soup is really good. It's kind of more like a stew, like a vegetable soup with a little bit of chicken parts and chicken in it and stuff. So it's pretty decent. One of those things you expect when you have a mass meal or something, where people can just grab their soup, there's plenty of bread and cheese and stuff like that. So you can drink some ale, eat some soup, eat some bread, get a nice meal in you. Who is typing furiously? I've been hearing that
I know, it's crazy. So loud.
Critty?
The one person on Ranger's good side.
I don't know. Usually it's Finn that is typing up a storm.
I didn't think about it, but I just heard.
That's why Finn's got his hands like this.
I know.
I
Look,
knew
he's
it
got him
wasn't
up
Ranger
here.
because it wasn't
He's
like booming typing.
Yeah. Well, I've got this.
Not me.
I got the
It
special
wasn't
keyboard.
been 'cause it's been happening, and I've been watching.
Critty.
Yeah, but a lot of times, Ranger, your keyboard was like gunfire.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Like,
Yeah, I had that old
yeah.
Microsoft keyboard. Yeah. Now I got the Jello one. So.
thank God. 'cause it
It's
used
like
to be
all
you
some
were
boys
typing
sitting out there with the
hammers.
50 cals trying to shoot down an airplane.
Yeah. All right. So you have a dinner. Nobody says anything really. It's just simple talk. Hey, I got this. Blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. So you guys rest for the rest of the night. Everybody can relax. Try on your new boots. Reed, you about 11 o'clock. You start making your way over to the Cobalt Soul. You head over there. You look. You wait. You see the two sisters in an alleyway across the way. You meet up with them, and you see that they're fully cloaked. They're in the mode. Are you ready, Reed?
You know I am.
All right. She kind of takes you a little further down the alleyway, holds her finger. A little bit of a small light comes in. Her sister puts a cloak over, so there's no light illuminating in the hall in the alleyway. And she's like, "This is the plan." She shows you a layout of the place. We will go through the window on the second floor, and he should be asleep by now. And your job will be to perform the security at the door. You know the drill. My sister will be outside to cover our escape if needed, and I will handle the rest.
Fair enough.
All right, let us go. All right, so you guys move stealthily. You guys climb up one side of the building. I'm not gonna make you check here, but you guys, you've worked with them before. You know how to move. You guys operate on the rooftops, hopping from here and there. Surprisingly, you've done this enough that you're able to stay with them, because for elves, they're just like little Jedi flipping around and stuff like that.
Their legs are longer and I'm
just a little bit, but you know how to just, you've done this enough. You know how to move. Now, when you
it's like Yoda running with them.
Yeah, pretty much. So as you get closer, make a stealth check.
24.
Yeah, you blend in right with them. You see the one sister, she goes off to the side. You know, she's always looking for the best spot. She's probably already perched it out, and you see her draw that ridiculously long bow that she has.
She's up on sniper duty.
She's on sniper duty. She's gone off somewhere. You know that shit hits the fan, which it once did, and she... let's just say your pursuers were dead before they even had a chance to catch you. And the other sister takes out a little crossbow, aims it across. You guys are at one building. There's another building across the way. She... the arrow flies across with this line. She ties it in across the chimney. She scoops down, she kind of climbs over to the other side, and then you see her deftly take out her kit and slowly open the window, and then she motions for you to come across. So make a acrobatics or athletic checks, whichever one's your best. Good enough. You're able to climb in through the window. When you do, you see that it takes you a moment for your eyes just to adjust from being outside to inside, but it's only a momentary changeover.
I'll flip the eye patch up.
All right, then there you go. So you got the eye patch up. You can see there's a man, middle-aged, balding, in the bed, snoring away. The lights are completely out. You can see that there's a really young woman next to him, that's laying next to him. You're able to spot the door. You go over. Make another stealth check. Oh yeah, you do this. You've done this before. Go over to the door. You do it so well you're able to open the door just a little bit, and look, and you see that you can hear just by first you press your ear to under the lower to the ground next to the door. You can tell there's people outside, but a lot of the noise you're hearing is from downstairs. This place is still operating, even though this guy's asleep, right? It sounds like there's maybe a guard or two, maybe from what you can gather. You take a little peek outside, maybe down the stairs. But they're not thinking that someone's going to come in through a second story window at this height to get to this guy. Wasn't a part of their plans. You can say, well, that's why people like you exist in the world. And
just casing the room, is there like a chair or anything around?
Oh yes, there's a chair right next to there's a chair next to a small chair that looks like it's a woman's chair that she uses for looking at a mirror, a silver mirror that's placed on top of this kind of vanity that's in front there. So you're able to, if you need to, you know where to grab a chair to lock and place in the door if you need to. So
excellent, thank you.
You take a look over and you see Grayley comes running in. You don't hear, like she's got a silent spell on her, and you see her slowly pull out a dagger, and then you see her slowly with her fingertip she points it up, and the light hits the room, and you hear this more than you see it. You hear and then you hear her, "If I were you, I would not move." The woman, you hear her stir, like, and then she looks up, she's like, but before she can do that, it seems like she's not speaking. "No. I have been sent by your bosses to remind you that your payment is due on time every month. Nod your looking stupid gaze at me if you understand. Good. It should be in your best interest to have it done by tomorrow. If not, we can always visit you again. It would be a shame if me and my compatriots had to remove something. Do you understand? Good. We were never here. You saw nothing. For if we hear that you have brought the trouble to us and gone to the authorities, make final arrangements. Do you understand? Good. Now close your eyes. You too, Petite. And then she kind of looks over to you, gives you the nod, telling you to get the hell out first.
I'll make my way to the window.
Okay, you make your way, go for the rope, and make an acrobatics check. Good
19.
enough. Right, and then you see her right behind you. You guys got back to the rooftop. She pulls the thing across, unwinds it back in, and then you guys get back. You guys make your way over back to the place. And when you guys get back, you guys are in the alleyway. She's like, "See, was that so harmful? Didn't you miss this? You missed Dustin, didn't you?"
I missed the two of you, that's for sure.
She, Bradley comes over and pats you on the head.
I give her a little tap on the small of her back because it's about head high for me.
You hear just kind of crinkle her face. You know she hates that, but she knows you're being playful.
I'll wink at her.
She signs to you. "I'm too old for you."
I'm a man in my 60s. You're not too old for me.
She laughs. "You know how old I am."
What's to say I don't like an older woman?
She just gives you the silence.
Give her a little smile.
She says, "Shut up." She says, "We must leave, sister." It's like,
250 is the new 20. Come on. Yeah.
This is all right. This has been done. Is there anything else before we part ways you want us to look into? Your compatriots again, no?
We are compatriots again. We've never not been compatriots.
This is true.
I may contact you from time to time if I need help. If you need help, feel free.
Oh, do not worry. We will definitely seek you out. All right, my friend. And then and you hate this. They just disappear. Drives you absolutely nuts. They just
Commissioner Gordon dealing with that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you should like goddamn.
That's what that feels like.
Goddamn dark elves. You make your way back to the temple. It's about, you figure, early morning, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, when all is said and done. You see Blintz up, and he looks over. He's like, "Oh, Master Reed, you're out late tonight."
Went out for a bit of a walk.
Oh.
You're up early.
Well, I went to bed early, but I was thinking of a new recipe for a sandwich, so I just was writing it down.
What are you thinking of?
Well, I was thinking of... and he starts giving you his idea for the sandwich and stuff, and he's thinking of a non-meat sandwich.
All right.
All vegetables.
Are you putting a dressing of any sort on it?
I didn't think of that. I was thinking maybe like more salt and pepper with like some dill, or I'm just trying to think of creative things.
Wait, you've already got 2 different varieties of pick on it.
Yes.
So perhaps maybe something like maybe like a Thousand Island, or like a mixture of something like that sort.
Oh, that's a good call. And then I have to go work on this. And then he just runs off.
I'll follow him. No, why not?
Yeah, he goes to the kitchen, and you see he's taking all kinds of ingredients and stuff like that. And, on your way there, you see, kind of sitting in the dining room, you see this figure in all black leather. A woman with black hair, short black hair. Looks like she's a follower of the Raven Queen, but has 2 short swords on her back. Looks like she's someone you wouldn't want to mess with. She gives you a glance, looks at Blint, snickers, and kind of goes back to eating her soup.
When I get to the kitchen with Blint, I'll ask, so who is that one?
Oh, that's Miran. She does work for the church. Dangerous folk she is.
She don't look like the one to try for.
No. She's also one of the instructors in martial weaponry, and she sure gives me quite a lot of bruises.
Oh, if you've been training with martial weapons.
It's part of required training for the church. I'm not very good.
Well, which ones have you trained with?
Right now, I'm just on the bow staff.
What other ones do they make you do?
Well, I can't progress until I get better with the staff, so... The church believes that any priest or follower should be able to defend themselves.
Has anyone taken the time to really try to help?
She does. She's quite patient, but she's not the word.
Gentle?
No, she's not gentle.
I'll tell you what, Blint. I'm not wonderful, but I'm not bad with a bow staff.
Oh.
If you want, I could maybe give you a few pointers if you'd like.
All right. Well, if you get up early in the morning here, if you're awake.
Well, hell, you got your stick now.
No, but you're not allowed to be in the training room out hours.
All right. What time do they open?
We do it at 7 o'clock in the morning, so a few hours from now.
Can we get in there a little early?
We can. I can come wake you up.
Yeah, come and get me up as soon as we can get in there. I'll give you a couple of pointers, see if maybe I can help you a little.
Oh, that would be great. Now, about that sandwich. And that's where we're going to end the episode tonight. All right.
About that sandwich. All right.
It's all about that sandwich.
This always comes back to the sandwich.
Yep.
Damn right.
I'm just surprised Hadlin has not suggested more bacon. There's been a lack of bacon in the sandwiches today.
No, there's been some bacon, and but he's trying all kinds of combinations. So it's Blint. He's trying all
Everything
different...
needs a bake. Everything needs bacon. That's what it is.
You're not trying to preach to the converted here, brother. All right. So with that, that's our session for tonight. We'll be back next Saturday for some more D&D fun. Probably have both sessions. We'll have this one, and we'll have the D&D Star Wars one hopefully next Sunday. Hopefully everybody can attend. But if you like this, make sure you thank everybody who subscribed tonight. Thank everybody who hit the follow or gave bits. It's all very much appreciated. And we'll be back to Monday for our same bat time, same bat channel to have some fun with you guys. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. And we will see you later. Bye-bye.